Vikings start off the 2021 season playing the Lady Trojans of Girard. And last year, Parsons failed to Girard 81-32 when we played at home in the home opener. And this year should be a little bit different story. But Girard finished last season 19-4, and the Lady Vikings finished 5-14. And the Lady Vikings played mostly underclassmen last year, and hopefully that'll be something that they can close the gap with a lot of those girls getting a lot of varsity time last year and getting a lot of playing time. So hopefully we can overcome the growth spurt and make some noise here in the 2020-22 campaign. So the Lady Vikes return most of their starters from last year: Brianna Patterson, Anaya Hinman, Ashka Patel, Sydney Scheibe, and we have a German foreign exchange student, Louisa Hansman. That should be a pretty good starter. And then we also have a lady that played a lot of youth basketball around Parsons and is now a senior that will be playing for us, Kendall Lyons, but unfortunately she is out tonight with an injury, but should be back here in a couple of weeks for sure after the first of the year. So the Lady Trojans finished 19-4 last year, but they went all the way to the sub-state final and lost to the Frontenac Raiders, and so they're going to be a tough team. They returned quite a few starters from last year. I believe 3 starters returning for them. So they will definitely be a tough competitor for the Lady Vikings here tonight. So before we get the start of the game, we're going to take a 2-minute break and take it back to the station, and then we'll come back hopefully with some starting lineups and the beginning of some basketball for the 2021-2022 campaign for the Lady Vikes. You're listening to Viking Basketball on V93 KOKC Radio.
Hi, this is Brian at Bowen Pharmacy, and today I'd like to visit with you about how you take your medications. Did you know that when you miss 2 doses per week, that's 3.5 months out of the year that you missed your medications, and that can have detrimental effects on your health in a long time period. Here at Bowen Pharmacy, we have this great new machine called the Rapid Pack RX. And what this machine does is it takes all your medications, filters it down, and puts in this nice strip right here that you can pull out of this box. And at any time of the day that you need your medication, it's right here ready for you. Whether you take it 1 a day, 2 a day, 5 a day, or 6 times per day, we can make that happen for you. It's all interfaced with our pharmacy system, and when it runs through, it puts all those times down for you. It even prints the medications on the strip, and you can take it throughout the day without having to take your bottles with you. It helps you stay compliant, helps you stay healthy, and it's going to give you a long life to live to enjoy. Here at Bowen Pharmacy, we're always thankful that you choose us to be your local provider. Thank you and have a wonderful day.
Hey Parsons, I'm Anna. This is Raven. We're the Anna and Raven Show, and we can't wait to wake you up on Variety 93.5.
We're the show that's all about relationships. So if it's going on at home, at work, in your life, we want to know about it.
Also, every day a couple joins us for Couples Court. They tell us what their disagreement is about, and then it's up to you to decide who's right.
Want to win cash? You can challenge me daily in pop culture trivia. It's called Can't Beat Raven. Beat me, and you get the jackpot.
Get ready to laugh, Labette County. We're the Anna and Raven Show on Variety 93.5.
The Anna and Raven Show.
High school sports fans, follow your team live with the free ScoreStream mobile app. Just download ScoreStream to get real-time scores, photos, and awesome video from your game and your rivals. Plus, follow your favorite teams and friends. Get real-time high school sports from ScoreStream.
It could happen any time or place. You feel a tingle in your face. You move your arm feels weak. The words won't come when you try to speak. Folks may think it's all a joke, but it ain't no joke. It's a stroke. Face, arm, speech, time.
That spells fast.
Better call 911 at Strokes First Sign. Time means brain, so don't waste time. Time means brain, so don't waste time. Act fast. Face, arm, speech, time. Act fast. Face, arm, speech, time. Act fast.
In an emergency, take me to Labette Health.
Hi, this is Brian at Bowen Pharmacy, and we are so excited to have this new compounding lab that we have created and designed to help you choose the different kind of medications that you might need. In here we do compounding, custom medications for you. We could do bioidentical hormones, so that's testosterone, estrogen, progesterone. We could do DHEA. We could do any of those medications to help you level out those hormones to help you stay healthy and better. We could do troches, we could do capsules, we can even do rapidly dissolved tablets, all right here at Bowen Pharmacy in Parsons, Kansas. We even have great diaper rash cream that will help your baby heal and be better and safer in the long run. Once again, we're always thankful that you choose Bowen Pharmacy to be your local provider and to make you better and to help you stay healthier and live longer. Thank you and enjoy the day.
At Labette Health, we've earned our place as a top 100 hospital in the nation for joint replacement. Serving a 6-county area since 1961, Labette Health has also earned national recognition as a respected regional medical center renowned for its comprehensive healthcare services and commitment to high-quality patient care. With over 80 physicians and providers throughout Southeast Kansas, Labette Health is 100% devoted to medical excellence. For more information or to find a provider near you, call 620-421-4881 or visit labettehealth.com.
High school sports fans, follow your team live with the free ScoreStream mobile app. Just download ScoreStream to get real-time scores, photos, and awesome video from your game and your rivals. Plus, follow your favorite teams and friends. Get real-time high school sports from ScoreStream.
Lou Fuentes doing a live stream for us. Brady Mackner back in the KLKC studio patching us through. And they are announcing the starting lineups as we speak. Bailey Troike starting for the Lady Trojans. Brianna Patterson starting for the Lady Vikings. Also starting for the Lady Vikings is Sydney Scheibe, sophomore. Brianna Patterson is a junior. Kenley Smith is a senior, starting for the Lady Trojans. Faith Poland, senior, starting for the Lady Trojans. And Nia Hinman, sophomore, starting for the Lady Vikings. And freshman Eliana Valentin Florence going to get a start here tonight for the Lady Vikes. Also starting for Girard is number 32, Olivia Cohen. She's also a senior. So 3 seniors in the starting lineup for Girard. And Parsons will start senior foreign exchange student Louisa Hansman along with freshman Eliana Valentin Florence, junior Brianna Patterson, sophomore Sydney Scheibe, and sophomore Anaya Hinman. So Scott, I talked a little bit earlier about that we got beat by them 81-32 at our place last year, but we had a lot of girls get a lot of good playing time last year, a lot of varsity experience, and hopefully we'll be able to close that gap and make this a little bit better game.
Yeah, I visited with Coach Scheibe last night for a little bit, and he's excited about the group of girls he has playing this season. He was very high on the freshman Ellie Valentin Florence. He talked about how when he's been coaching at Parsons, he really hasn't ever had a true point guard.
Yeah.
And he feels like she will fill that gap very nicely. Obviously, it's going to be tough. Anytime you step in as a freshman and you're playing point, it's tough. But he said she's left-handed, but she can go left, she can go right, dribbles well, passes well. So we'll see how things go tonight for the Lady Vikes.
I think it'll also help having Louisa being able to kind of run the show a little bit this year,
right.
Kind of give her the reins. But we started off with the ball. Louisa Hansman with the ball for the Lady Vikes, off to Scheibe. Scheibe's looking to get it to Eliana. Eliana's in the corner, looking to get it back inside to Scheibe. Scheibe puts up a shot, blocked. So no points on the first trip for the Lady Vikes. And Kenley Smith going baseline for the Lady Trojans. Now Faith Poland back up top to Bailey Troike. And they get it inside. And they've got a basket. In the line, Sinnekut gets her first basket. Sinnekut is a junior. So 3 seniors, 1 junior. Actually 3 seniors, 2 juniors on the floor for the Lady Trojans. And Parsons with another turnover. So 2-0 early on going. 7:06 to play in the first quarter. And Sinnekut gets it over to Smith. Smith almost loses it out of bounds. Backs it in to Olivia Cohen with the basket. Her first basket of the game. 4-0 lead for the Lady Trojans. Sydney Scheibe for 3, and she makes it. Sydney Scheibe with the first basket of the year for the Lady Vikes, a 3-pointer. Close the gap 4-3, 6:36 to play first quarter. Sinnekut back to Troike. Troike drives the lane, gets it back out to Poland. Air ball, but Smith with the rebound. Smith trying to go back up, and she's fouled. Either fouled by Hinman or Scheibe. I'm not sure which one they're going to call.
Yeah, and Tony, one thing that Coach Hobby was concerned about was how strong the Lady Vikes would be in the paint. And first couple of minutes, you can see that Girard definitely has the advantage down low.
Yeah, they got some pretty good-sized girls that looks like they can muscle their way into the lane. And Kenley Smith with that free throw. First free throw of the game is made by Smith. Sydney Scheibe was the person that picked up that first personal foul. And Smith's good on both free throws. So 6-3 Trojans up to Eliana. Eliana with a layup, 6-5 now. 6:17 to play, first quarter. So Lady Vikes,
they burned the press.
Are definitely here to play tonight. Lisa Hansman out on Poland. Back over to Troike. Over to Sinnekut. Back to Smith. Smith tries the baseline and misses. Brianna Patterson. And looks like Brianna Patterson's gets fouled, gets thrown out of bounds. But Kenley Smith was trying to grab for that rebound and grabbed her arm and threw her out of bounds. So that'll be the first foul on Kenley Smith. So 6-5 Trojans. And another bad pass. Almost picked off, but went out of bounds off of Cullen. So Louisa Hansman, well, now Eliana Valentine Florence will inbound it for the Lady Vikes. So Eliana trying to get it in, gets it into Scheibe. Scheibe bringing it up. Look at the Hansman. Hansman over to Eliana. Eliana for 3, off the mark, but she gets her own rebound, and she is fouled by Kenley Smith, and that's a second on Kenley Smith, Scott. That's one of their playmakers.
Yeah, she's probably going to have to come out right here.
Yeah.
And Coach Hubby mentioned that Ellie's has a motor that never really shuts off, and we saw it there. She fought hard for that offensive rebound, and she's playing with a lot of confidence for a freshman.
Yeah, well, it's nice to see her follow her shot. That was pretty awesome. Here's Louisa trying to drive. Might have lost her foot there, but they didn't call it. Now Eliana back up top, looking to get it inside to Hinman. She does. Hinman gets it taken away. They call a jump ball before. So looks like Faith Poland gets the jump ball, so it will be Girard's basketball since Parsons got the opening tip.
It's interesting that Girard played a lot of 2-3 zone. It seems like they've played a lot of man against us in the past, but they have played primarily zone here in the early going.
Bailey Troike gets it to Poland. Sinnekut over to a three-point shot by Danica Lopez. Danica Lopez checked into the game, and she knocks down a 3. The Lady Trojans lead 9-5. 5:08 to play here first quarter. And the Lady Vikes will inbounds from underneath their own basket. So Sydney Scheibe to inbounds. Gets it to Eliana. Back to Scheibe. Scheibe gets it to Patterson. Patterson over to Eliana. And Eliana's looking to drive. And they call the offensive on Anaya Hinman. So I didn't see that, Scott. Did you?
Yeah, I think maybe she moved out a little bit. They got her for a moving screen. Probably a good call, but tough break for the Lady Vikes.
Yeah, 9-5 Trojans. 4:48 to play, first quarter. And blocked shot by Hinman. And they get it inside, and man, that looked like a good block by Louisa underneath the basket, but they called a foul. Because definitely didn't get her with the body because she was all arms.
You probably mentioned she's a foreign exchange student from Germany, and you could tell by her reaction that wouldn't have been a foul in Germany.
No. So it looks like Bailey Troike to the line for the first time. She knocked down the first one. Troike will have one more.
It seems like year in and year out, Lady Trojans shoot free throws very well, and I think they're perfect so far here in the first quarter.
Yeah, they're 3 for 3. And just as you say that, so
shooter
lane violation,
over.
but she missed it anyway. So we got a break there. So 10-5, Lady Trojans on top. 4:40 to play, first quarter. Louisa inbounds it to Ashka Patel, checked in. Up to Anaya Hinman. Anaya looked at the drive and got stolen by Faith Poland. And Poland brings it the other way. And Poland guarded by Louisa, and Louisa's all over her. Now to Troike. Troike gets it inside. Cohen gets it back outside, and now Faith Poland for a three. Off the mark, no good, but Seneca with a rebound and putback. So Seneca now with 4 points on the game. So 12-5 Lady Trojans. 4:09 to play, first quarter. Louisa Hansman bringing it up to Eliana for three. Off the mark. She made several on the blue-gold scrimmage the other night, Scott, and she looked good, but she's off the mark twice so far this game.
Yeah, and those shots will start falling.
Yeah, Anaya Hinman bringing it up quick, and she throws it away. And Anaya, frustrated after a bad pass, goes to try to get the steal and commits the second personal foul, which she had trouble with that last year, Scott. Seemed like early in the year she got into foul trouble quite a bit, and then she settled down as the season went on.
Yeah, Lady Vikes are going to have her length and her athleticism on the floor, so she's going to have to stay out of foul trouble.
Yeah, that was a pretty silly one there. Brianna Patterson guarding Cohen. Brianna with a nice save there, but it saved out the Poland. Troike. We got a new Hayden Buckley's in the game for the Lady Trojans. And made basket. So Danica Lopez with her second basket. She now leads all scorers for the Trojans with 5 points. Ashka Patel drives the lane. Sorry, Brianna Patterson drives, and she is fouled. Looks like Olivia Cohen with the foul. That'll be her first personal foul. So Brianna Patterson to the line for the Lady Vikes to shoot two. First one's off the mark, no good. And we got a timeout. Parsons. Let's take it back to the station for a 30-second break. You're listening to Lady Viking basketball on V93.
Hey Parsons, I'm Anna. This is Raven. We're the Anna and Raven Show, and we can't wait to wake you up on Variety 93.5.
We're the show that's all about relationships. So if it's going on at home, at work, in your life, we want to know about it.
Also, every day a couple joins us for Couples Court. They tell us what their disagreement is about, and then it's up to you to decide who's right.
Want to win cash? You can challenge me daily in pop culture trivia. It's called Can't Beat Raven. Beat me, and you get the jackpot.
Get ready to laugh, Labette County. We're the Anna and Raven Show on Variety 93.5.
The Anna and Raven Show.
Welcome back. Tony Fuentes, Scott Marlowe, Drew Fuentes doing our live stream. Brady Magner back in the KLKC studio. We are here at Girard High School. Lady Vikes trail 14-5 with 3:09 to play first quarter. And Brianna Patterson at the line for one more free throw here. And the second one is no good as well, but Louisa Hansman with a nice rebound to give the possession back. Back out to Ellie. Louisa Hansman for three. Off the mark, no good. Oscar Patel with a nice rebound. And now we got a jump ball again, so we will stay with the Lady Vikes. So Lady Vikes with a couple of nice rebounds, Scott, that is keeping us alive there, trying to get in the scorebook.
Yeah, the Lady Vikes are down by 9, but
oh man,
I think we can both tell in the early going here that this team is going to be much improved from last year.
Olivia Cohen. That's her second personal Trojans team foul, number 4.
So the foul is called on Olivia Cullen. That is her second. So Nia Hinman at the line. And her first one is good.
Number 22, Nia Hinman.
So Nia Hinman gets in the scorebook.
Trojans 55, in the line, Seneca.
So 2:56 to play. 14-6. Lady Trojans lead the Lady Vikings. And Nia Hinman one more free throw. And it's off the mark. And rebound by the Trojans. So Bailey Troike bringing it up for the Lady Trojans. Gets it over to Lopez. Back over to Hayden. And she knocks down a three. Hayden Buckley gets in the scorebook. And now it's 17-6 Lady Trojans. So just like that, Scott, double-digit lead. Over to Ashka Patel.
If the Lady Vikes can get some stops on the defensive end, they'll be fine, I think.
Yep, Eliana with the missed three, but she gets her own rebound. She's feisty.
Yeah, that's twice she's gotten her own miss.
Yep, and now she shoots again. Off the mark, no good. She's not afraid to shoot. Troike bringing it up for the Lady Trojans. 2:09 to play, 17-6 Lady Trojans. And Lopez gets it down low to Poland and stolen by Patterson. So Patterson gets it ahead to Eliana. Over to Hinman for a nice layup, and Nia Hinman with a nice basket. 17-8. Trojans over the Lady Vikes. So Buckley gets to Lopez. Back to Troike. Troike missed it. Louisa Hansman with the rebound. Goes all the way up to Ashka Patel. And she drives in for a layup. Missed it. I think she was looking for a foul and it didn't happen. Now Bailey Troike bringing it up for the Lady Trojans. Over to Lopez. Buckley. And throws it away. So Lady Vikes need some of those turnovers to try to get back in this game. Lady Trojans 17, Lady Vikes 8. 1:22 to play here first quarter.
I think Girard's played probably about as well as they can here in the first quarter. So if the Lady Vikings can just weather the storm, they can get back in this.
Yeah, they need to knock down a few shots here before the end of this quarter. I think well, that's a bad pass there, and Troike's going to come the other way with it. Hansman, nice defense, but Troike goes up with the left hand and makes a nice basket. So Bailey Troike, it's a 19-8 lead for the Lady Trojans. And Eliana Valentine Florence continues to want the ball. Now Ashka Patel off the mark, and Eliana, nice rebound and putback. So the freshman is definitely not afraid to score, Scott.
The smallest girl on the floor, and she's leading the Lady Vikings with 3 rebounds here in the first quarter.
Yeah. Looked like a walk there. It was. That was a good call by the refs. So 19-10. Lady Vikes trail. We can get a basket here. Cut this lead to about 6 or 7. That'd be nice. 26 seconds left to go first quarter. Eliana bringing it up. She's guarded by Troike, and now almost threw it away, but Patel throws up a 3, short, and Poland lets it go out of bounds. So now the Lady Trojans have 12 seconds.
Yeah, I would like to see the Lady Vikes run some more time off the clock before putting that shot up.
She was open, but she missed it. Bailey Troike bringing it up. Gets it to Buckley. Lopez with it now, 5 seconds. Now Poland with it. She tries to drive. I don't think she's going to get a shot off.
Great job by the Lady Vikes.
No shot. It went in, but it did not count. So the Lady Vikes trail 19-10 at the end of the first quarter. Let's take it back to the station for a 30-second break. You're listening to Lady Viking basketball on V93.
When it comes to choosing the best health care for yourself and your loved ones, There are other hospitals.
And then there's our hospital.
The difference is that while other hospitals will care for you,
We will actually care about you.
Other hospitals make decisions based on what's best for their bottom line.
While we do what's best for our community.
If you're looking for a pretty hospital, they're out there.
But if you're looking for the best hospital, it's here.
And here.
When award-earning care is as close as this,
There's no reason to go anywhere else.
At Labette Health, we center around you.
Welcome back. Tony Fuentes here, Girard High School, along with Scott Marlowe, Drew Fuentes on our live stream, Brady Magner back in the studio. Scott, like you said, if we can weather the storm here and try to cut into that lead a little bit here, I think we can try to make a game of it in the second half.
Yeah, and I don't want to read into anything, but it looked to me like Sydney Scheibe was kind of holding her stomach in between quarters as if maybe she wasn't feeling all that well, and she, I don't know, didn't seem quite as active maybe the last half of that quarter. Hopefully she's okay.
After she made that three-pointer, she really, I don't even think she ever shot again.
I don't think she did either.
So definitely need to get her in the scoring category. Brianna Patterson the same way. Brianna played really well in the blue-gold scrimmage Tuesday. So Lady Trojans throw it away to start the second quarter. So that's a good break for the Lady Vikes.
Yeah, so unofficially, I've got us at 4 turnovers apiece, so that's a big improvement from when these teams played a year ago.
Oh, yeah, definitely. So Eliana having trouble getting it. Now Hansman for a long three, and it's an air ball. So Louisa trying to make something happen, and that's not what we wanted.
Yeah, the Lady Vikes, they have some good outside shooters. I think we just have the one by Sydney Scheibe. But those shots are going to start falling, and I think the Lady Vikes can hang with the Lady Trojans.
Yep. And Kenley Smith drives the lane and misses. Patterson with the rebound, almost fouled by Smith again. Smith picked up 2 early fouls. Now Louisa Hansman driving the lane and kicks it out to Scheibe. Scheibe over to Eliana for a three. And it rattles in and out. No good. And now Smith with the rebound gets it up to Troike. Troike wants to drive all the way, and she's off the mark. Hinman with a nice rebound. Now Hinman looking to go the other way quickly. And Hinman pulls it back out, gets it to Hansman. Patterson's wanting it. Now Patterson got it into Hinman. She's double teamed. Over to Hansman, back to Patterson.
Oh, that was a foul.
And that should have been a foul, but nothing called. And now turnover, and up the floor. Riley Brooks that just checked into the game, and now Kenley Smith picked up another foul. So now Kenley Smith with 3 fouls.
The Lady Vikes have done well on the defensive end, Tony. They haven't given up a point, but they can't get the ball to go in the basket themselves. So
Kenley Smith's really going to have to watch it now. She has 3 fouls.
Yeah, she's probably done for the half.
Looks like Faith Poland's going to check back in for her. And now Hinman gets to Eliana, over to Louisa. Back to Eliana. She wants to shoot it, and she does. And she's off the mark. And Smith with the rebound. Gets it to Troike. Troike all the way up the floor to Brooks. Now for Lopez for a long three, and it's an air ball. And I think she stepped out of bounds, and they called it. So it's Lady Vikings basketball. So you're right, Scott. The defense is playing well. I mean, no score here at all with either team in pretty much the first 2 minutes of this quarter.
Yeah, I think we're seeing what Coach Scheibe was worried about, where the Lady Vikes just can't get much of a presence down in the paint.
Yep.
And their perimeter shots aren't falling, so they've been stuck on 10 points for quite a while now.
It seems like every time Hinman gets it in the paint, she's double teamed. Now Scheibe gets it over to Louisa, back over to Patel, back to Hansman, and Sydney Scheibe thought about the three. Now she throws it up, and it's not good. It's a turnover. And Brooks going the other way, and Louisa stripped her. And now Faith Poland for a three. And in and out, no good. And now Danica Lopez for three, and it's an air ball. And she saved it, and it's out of bounds to the Lady Vikes. So still no score in the quarter, Scott.
Yeah, it's hard to believe. 2.5 minutes gone, and I mean, Girard at one time was on pace for about 25 points in the first quarter, and then they got stuck on 19, and fortunately the Lady Vikes are just a lid on the basket so far here in the second quarter.
Oh, another turnover by the Lady Vikes. They just cannot get it going on the offensive side. And Troike gives it off to Buckley. Buckley gets over to Lopez. Oh, another turnover. This time going to the Lady Vikes. So Brianna Patterson bringing it up the floor. Louisa Hansman with the ball. Gets it to Scheibe. Scheibe for a long three. No good. If she'd have followed her shot, she might have had it. Bailey Troike. Looks like she's getting a little winded out there. Brooks with the ball now. So now Faith Poland for three. No good. And Ashka Patel with a rebound. Gets it to Hansman. Now Anaya Hinman tries to drive in, but nothing. Louisa Hansman for three, and it's good. So Louisa Hansman with her first basket of the game is a three-pointer. Cuts it 19-13. 4:22 to play. So now Lady Vikes just need to continue to play defense. And Faith Poland for a three, and it's no good. And Louisa with the rebound. Up to Hinman. Hinman's got room. She could go.
That's a bump.
And she got bumped. So Faith Poland will pick up a foul. That'll be her first personal.
That's on 23, Faith Poland. That's Faith's first personal.
So Syndicate checking back in for the Lady Trojans. Syndicate scored the first couple baskets for the Lady Trojans, and for some reason she went to the bench, and this is the first time she's came back in. That's kind of surprising.
We haven't seen her for a while.
She didn't have any fouls, so Hansman into Hinman, and she's fouled. That might be on Cohen. If that's on Cohen, that's her third. It is on Cohen. So now Kenley Smith and Olivia Cohen both with three fouls. Both seniors, Scott.
Yeah, typically Girard has a deep enough bench that foul trouble isn't a big issue, but I don't know that that's necessarily the case this year.
Hinman, first free throw is no good. The Lady Vikings need to knock down some free throws. They are 1 for 4 right now. Sorry, 1 for 5.
Yeah, and they're only down by 6. So,
and the second one's good. So 2 out of 6 from the free throw line for the Lady Vikes. 19-14, Lady Trojans lead by 5. Syndicate over to Poland. And Bailey Bradshaw checked in the game for the Lady Trojans. She's a sophomore. So Troike gets it over to, and that's a turnover. And I'm not sure they called a travel. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
If anything, it might have been a jump ball because it looked like they were tied up.
Back to the line for Parsons, 23, Valentine Florence.
So Lady Trojans will inbound. They lead by 5. And missed shot.
And good inbound play, but Girard cannot get a basket here in the second quarter.
Yep. Anaya Hinman bringing it up, gets it to Eliana. Over to Louisa. Down low to Hinman, and another jump ball.
You know, she is so athletic, Tony, and has such a good leaper. I think she just needs to grab the ball and go straight up. She's trying to do a spin move, and she's getting double-teamed every time. If she just catches it and goes up, Girard defense wouldn't have a chance to react.
Every time she tries to put it on the floor, she gets tied up. So Sydney Scheibe with it, gets it to Eliana. And too much dribbling. Gets it to Hansman. And she walked. Dang it. Brianna took a step there. So Riley Brooks is going to check back in for the Lady Trojans. Lady Trojans have not scored in the quarter. 19-14 lead by them, with 3:10 to play in the second quarter. So it looks like a travel there, and it was. Syndicate got bumped by her own player. And Eliana Valentine Florence, freshman, inbounds at our German foreign exchange student. And now they let it go out of bounds. Troike almost had a steal there.
Lady Vikes down just 5.
Yep.
Basket here will get it down to 1 possession.
Yep. Louisa bringing it up the court, guarded by Troike. Over to Eliana, all the way across the Scheibe for a 3, and she made it. Sydney Scheibe with her second three-pointer, and that's the best time to have it. 19-17, 2:43 to play, and there's a whistle. It's a timeout. That would have been another turnover, Scott. She threw it away.
Got the timeout just in time.
So let's just leave it here. Scott, you called it. You said that the Lady Vikes could play some defense. They can get back in this game, and they've definitely played some good defense. But
yeah, they've outscored Girard 7-zip here in the second quarter. So, and Girard's missed a couple of shots that they probably typically make, but I thought Girard looked so crisp in the first quarter, and now all of a sudden I think maybe, I don't know what kind of condition everybody's in with it just being the first game. I think their legs already look maybe just a little heavy, and that should bode well for the Lady Vikes going into the second half. But only down 2, and I forgot what you said. What was the score last year between these two?
81-32.
Yeah, I remember it was about a 50-point deficit.
If you look at the scoreboard, they scored 19 in the first quarter. That's on track for 20 a quarter. That's on track for what they did last year. Yeah. So, they look like they're playing a little timid and turning the ball over quite a bit. And they got 2 of their seniors that get a lot of playing time that are sitting on the bench. So you're playing 2 players that, probably usually aren't used to playing this many minutes early on. So Lopez with it. 19-17 Lady Trojans. Syndicate over to Troike. And back to Troike. I think they're going to try to burn some time.
Looks like they're going to be quite a bit more patient on this possession. Probably with those 2 starters out with
Lopez to Syndicate. Syndicate trying to drive the lane. It's stolen. So Louisa Hansman throws it all the way up to Eliana. Eliana for 3 for the lead. And it's in and out. No good. Brianna Patterson tries to throw it out, and she does finally get it out to Scheibe. Louisa Hansman to Scheibe for a long 3, and she knocked it down. Sydney Scheibe has the Lady Vikes a 20-19 lead. Lady Vikes lead this quarter 10-0. So 1:48 to play here in the second quarter. Lady Vikes lead by 1. Troike over to Brooks. Syndicate. And she almost took steps there. Back over to Lopez, to Troike, Syndicate. Lopez with the runner, and she finally gets a basket. So Danica Lopez scores the first basket of the second quarter for the Lady Trojans and give them a 1-point lead. So 21-20 Lady Trojans. 1:14 to play here in the first half. Eliana with it in the corner. A little bit of dribble, trying to drive the lane. Throws it up, no good. And rebound goes to the Lady Trojans. Now Troike going the other way. Less than a minute to go in the half. If the Lady Vikes can hold them here, even a 1-point deficit going into halftime would be great. Syndicate with it, 48 seconds. And it's blocked. Hinman's got it. She's running up the court, trying for a layup, and she's fouled. That's almost an intentional there, Scott.
There was a lot of contact.
Wow.
That was just Hinman's athleticism taking control on that play. And unofficially, I show Parsons with 7 turnovers and Girard with 8. And what a difference that makes. A couple of free throws here, and the Lady Vikes are back on top.
Yep. And Nia Hinman with 2 free throws. First one's good. That ties the game. Lady Vikes 21, Lady Trojans 21. 41 seconds to play here in the half. And a Nia Hinman with 1 more free throw to give the Lady Vikings the lead. And Sydney Scheibe checking out. Riley Dunley checking in the game for Sydney Scheibe. Hinman, and it's good. Nice 2 free throws by Nia Hinman. Lady Vikes lead 22-21. And Hinman checks out. Got Patel, Patterson, Valentine Florence,
little full court press here by the Vikes,
and Riley Dunley on the court. And Troike with it over to Lopez. Lopez trying to get some space. Now Troike to drive the lane, and no good. And Eliana, freshman, man, she is feisty. I don't know how many rebounds she has, Scott, but it's been a bunch. Ashka Patel puts up a three, no good. Now Brianna Patterson guarding Faith Poland. 8 seconds left. And now Sinnott across, goes it away. 3 seconds. So the Lady Vikings are going to have the lead at halftime, and they got a chance right here, 3 seconds, to maybe put up a long shot, Scott.
Yeah, I would have put Hinman in and thrown it long to her.
Now Patterson's got a shot at half court. And it's good! Brianna Patterson from half court. Lady Vikings lead 25-21 at halftime. And the Lady Vikings are going crazy, and the crowd is ecstatic.
My math is right, Tony. 15-2 in the second quarter.
15-2 second quarter. Wow. Well, let's take a 3-minute break. Back to the station, and then we'll come back to break down the first half. You're listening to Lady Vikings basketball on V93.
Hi, this is Brian at Bowen Pharmacy, and today I'd like to visit with you about how you take your medications. Did you know that when you miss 2 doses per week, that's 3.5 months out of the year that you missed your medications, and that can have detrimental effects on your health in a long time period. Here at Bowen Pharmacy, we have this great new machine called the Rapid Pack RX. And what this machine does is it takes all your medications, filters it down, and puts in this nice strip right here that you can pull out of this box. And at any time of the day that you need your medication, it's right here ready for you. Whether you take it 1 a day, 2 a day, 5 a day, or 6 times per day, we can make that happen for you. It's all interfaced with our pharmacy system, and when it runs through, it puts all those times down for you. It even prints the medications on the strip, and you can take it throughout the day without having to take your bottles with you. It helps you stay compliant, helps you stay healthy, and it's going to give you a long life to live to enjoy. Here at Bowen Pharmacy, we're always thankful that you choose us to be your local provider. Thank you and have a wonderful day.
At Labette Health, we've earned our place as a top 100 hospital in the nation for joint replacement. Serving a 6-county area since 1961, Labette Health has also earned national recognition as a respected regional medical center renowned for its comprehensive healthcare services and commitment to high-quality patient care. With over 80 physicians and providers throughout southeast Kansas, Labette Health is 100% devoted to medical excellence. For more information or to find a provider near you, call 620-421-4881 or visit LavetteHealth.com.
Hey Parsons, I'm Anna. This is Raven. We're the Anna and Raven Show, and we can't wait to wake you up on Variety 93.5.
We're the show that's all about relationships. So if it's going on at home, at work, in your life, we want to know about it.
Also, every day a couple joins us for Couples Court. They tell us what their disagreement is about, and then it's up to you to decide who's right.
Want to win cash? You can challenge me daily in pop culture trivia. It's called Can't Beat Raven. Beat me, and you get the jackpot.
Get ready to laugh, Labette County. We're the Anna and Raven Show on Variety 93.5.
The Anna and Raven Show.
Welcome back, Girard High School. Tony Fuentes, Scott Marlowe, Drew Fuentes doing our live stream. Brady Magner back in the KLKC studio. And I'm going to break down the scores from the first half. We're going to start with the Lady Trojans. Junior Bailey Troike with 3 points. Senior Kenley Smith with 2 points. Leading the way for the Trojans is junior Danica Lopez with 7 points. Olivia Cohen with 2. Hayden Buckley with 3. And Emmeline Sinnott with 4. Leading the Lady Vikings is sophomore Sydney Scheibe with 9 points. followed by sophomore Anaya Hinman with 6 points. Eliana Valentine Florence, freshman, with 4 points. Junior Brianna Patterson with the 3 points. Then the 3 points at the last second there from half court. And then senior Louisa Hansman with 3 points to give the Lady Vikes a 25-21 lead, where the Lady Vikes trailed 19-10 after the first quarter, Scott. Like you said, they outscored them 15-2.
Yeah, it's been a long time since the Parsons girls team has outscored Girard 15-2 in one quarter. It just doesn't happen. And I think the freshman Valentine Florence was probably about 2 of 12 from the field.
Yeah.
But I hope she keeps shooting.
Yeah.
I mean, she had so many spin out. Yeah. And I love her aggressiveness. And I mean, her first varsity game, her first high school game, and I know she was the leading rebounder for the Lady Vikes on the offensive end. She had a ton of offensive rebounds. And I didn't hear Patel. I don't think Patel got in the scoring column.
No.
She can get hot from the outside.
Yep.
Sydney Scheibe got going a little bit there in the second quarter. Lady Vikes, they're going to be able to put some points on the board this year. And if the defense can keep forcing some turnovers and limiting second chance opportunities for Girard, they could get out of here with a win tonight.
Yeah. I got down 5 threes for the Lady Vikes, which is, pretty darn good. But I think Pat Scheibe, with talking to him earlier in the week, I think he expects to have, 10 to 12 3-pointers a night. I'm thinking, he's expecting them girls to shoot it, and if they make, even 30 to 35%, they're going to score 10 to 12 a night.
Yeah, and it took coaches a long time to get the math right, but the 3-point line came into high school, at least Kansas high school basketball in the 1987-88 season, and it just evolved over time, and coaches realized, you know what, we don't have to shoot 50% from the 3-point line. If we can shoot, like you said, basically the 35%, if you're making 3 points instead of 2, you're going to come out ahead. So you don't want to live and die by the 3, but if you have the shooters like the Lady Vikes do, you might as well go and put it up.
Yeah, I know there's been games. I know last year there was games where we were cold from the 3, and other teams were hot from the 3. I remember a game against Chanute where I want to say, thank you. I want to say I want to say Chanute had was it 22 against us or something? Wasn't it something ridiculous?
It was. I don't know if it was that many, but it was ridiculous. Whatever it was a ridiculously high number.
Yeah, it was a lot of threes, and there was a lot of them by some younger players. I know one of them was a freshman that was knocking down threes like it was nothing. So, it can happen. You can go on a run and knock down some threes, or you can go on a run, a cold streak, and not make any. So it's definitely, like you said, live and die by it.
Right.
You never know from night to night. So it'll be nice to see what the Lady Vikes come out here in the second half with. I know 2 girls for the Lady Trojans, 2 seniors that have 3 fouls that are definitely going to be, I'm sure, starting here in the second half. And if one of them or even both of them pick up a quick foul, who knows? It could definitely make for a long night for them.
Yeah, and Coach Herlocker's been around forever for the Lady Trojans, and if there's a coach in the area that can work around that kind of foul trouble, he'd be the guy. But the Lady Vikes are obviously not going to hold Girard to 2 points in the third quarter and 2 points in the fourth quarter. Girard will get going a little bit on the offensive end, but and I just wonder I don't know how high school girls think. After blowing out Parsons by 50 points last year, and now this year they go into the locker room down by 4. That might mess with their heads just a little bit.
Exactly. Well, let's take it back to the station for a 1-minute break, and then we'll come back for second half action. You're listening to Lady Viking Basketball on V93.
Hi, this is Brian at Bowen Pharmacy, and we are so excited to have this new compounding lab that we have created and designed to help you choose the different kind of medications that you might need. In here we do compounding, custom medications for you. We could do bioidentical hormones, so that's testosterone, estrogen, progesterone. We could do DHEA. We could do any of those medications to help you level out those hormones to help you stay healthy and better. We could do troches. We could do capsules. We can even do rapidly dissolved tablets, all right here at Bowen Pharmacy in Parsons, Kansas. We even have great diaper rash cream that will help your baby heal and be better and safer in the long run. Once again, we're always thankful that you choose Bowen Pharmacy to be your local provider and to make you better and to help you stay healthier and live longer. Thank you and enjoy the day.
Welcome back, Girard High School, just underway, starting the second quarter. Bailey Troike bringing it up the floor for the Lady Trojans. Seneca over to Poland, back to Smith. Smith is fouled.
That was obviously the play that Coach Herlocker drew up in the locker room, well executed by the Lady Trojans.
The foul is called on Brianna Patterson. So that's Brianna's first personal foul. So Kenley Smith, senior, will go to the line to shoot two. First one's off the mark, no good. She made her first two free throws in the first half, Scott, but she missed the one coming out here in the second half. And Smith misses both of them, but offensive rebound by Cohen. Cohen misses it, and now Anaya Hinman with the rebound. Gets it to Patterson. Patterson up the floor to Eliana for three. Oh, man, it looked good. Now Sydney Scheibe with it and puts it up no good. And Brianna Patterson trying to get a steal there. And Troike almost loses it. Now Seneca. Now Smith drives the lane and makes the basket. So Kenley Smith now with 4 points. 23-25. The Lady Vikes lead by 2. So Nia Hinman gets it to Sydney Scheibe. Scheibe for three-pointer. Off the mark, no good. Faith Poland with the rebound. Lady Trojans trying to go quick the other way and almost stolen. It is stolen. Eliana Valentine Florence coming the other way for the Lady Vikes. The Lady Vikes have a 2-point lead. Louisa Hansman for three. Off the mark, no good. And Olivia Cohen with the rebound. Now Troike with it. Troike bringing it down, gets it to Smith. Over to Seneca and gets it back to Smith. And Smith looks like she traveled, but they didn't call it. Olivia Cohen with the rebound. Now Poland with it. And Lady Trojans are trying to drive the lane. Smith goes in for a layup. So Kenley Smith now with 4 quick points. That's what I was talking about, Scott, with her getting the foul trouble.
Yeah.
I think she was one of their leading scorers, and she's obviously showing it, coming here with 2 quick baskets. Louisa Hansman with the runner, no good. And so it's staying here, it looks like. I thought he originally called it the other way.
Yeah, I think he started to and then realized his mistake.
Louisa gets it inbound to Eliana, now to Patterson. Patterson driving in. Oh, she tries to go underneath and misses it. Now throws it up, no good. Now Poland going the other way. We got a tie ball game. Now Seneca with the basket, and now the Lady Trojans have a 2-point lead.
Coach Scheibe almost went timeout there, and then he changed his mind.
Yeah, 6-0 run here to start the second half for the Lady Trojans, 27-25. Eliana driving in, and she gets stuffed. Olivia Cohen protecting that lane. Now Kenley Smith going the other way. And throws it into Cohen. Cohen's double team, but gets it over to Troike. He missed it. And now it should be Parsons' ball. It is.
Been a strange game, Tony. Girard's basically dominated the first quarter. Lady Vikes totally dominated the second quarter, and now a 6-0 start. Quarter number 3 for Girard.
Yeah, Lady Vikes just need to get a basket here. 5:15 to play here, third quarter, 27-25. Lady Trojans lead by 2. Louisa Hansman trying to get it through the lane. And I don't know about that pass, Scott.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. Lady Vikes caught a break to retain possession.
I couldn't tell if it was going to Patterson or to Scheibe there. Hansman inbounds it. And Patterson looked like she was fouled, but nothing called, and it's out of bounds off the Lady Vikes. So now Lady Trojans will inbound it. So Lopez to Brooks. So down low to Cohen. Cohen with a foul. Looks like it's going to be on Patterson.
Yeah, that'll be her second.
Foul on number 3, Brianna Patterson, second personal team foul.
Yeah, like you said, Scott, it's been Girard dominated first quarter. We dominated second quarter. Now they're back in control here in the third. But she missed the first free throw there. That definitely helps us. 27-25.
Timeout, Parsons.
And Pat Scheibe calls a timeout for the Lady Vikes. And it looks like it's just a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here. So 4:53 to play, 27-25. Scott, it's still a close ball game.
Yeah, I'll be really curious to see how this game plays out because first game of the year, neither team is going to be clicking on all cylinders for all 4 quarters, obviously. And Lady Vikes, they have 2 starters that have never played at the high school level before, at least in Parsons. You have the freshman, obviously, and then you have the foreign exchange student from Germany. And when you have new faces like that, there's going to be some kinks to work out. But all in all, I think the Lady Vikes have had pretty good chemistry.
Yeah, definitely in the middle of this ball game with 4:53 to play here in the third quarter. Definitely a one-possession game, whether she makes this free throw or not. Second free throw is good. So Olivia Cohen now with 3 points on the game. And Louisa Hansman, the German foreign exchange student, drives the lane and scores it. Wow, Scott.
That may have been the play of the game.
That was pretty nice. I hope we see a lot more of that this year. So a chance to tie the game here with this free throw. And she does. 28-28, 4:47 to play here, third quarter. So Lady Vikes are hanging right here with the Lady Trojans. So Riley Brooks for 3, and it's good. And Riley Brooks' first basket of the game is a 3-pointer. Gives the Lady Trojans a 3-point lead. Now Sydney Scheibe with it in the corner. Gets it back up to Eliana. Gets it across to Louisa. Sydney Scheibe has it, and stolen. And Patterson comes away with it. I don't know how they didn't call a foul there. But Anaya Hinman looked like she got fouled, and she makes the basket. So 31-30, Lady Vikes trail by 1, 4:02 to play here in third quarter. So a nice play by Anaya Hinman to score that. Kenley Smith trying to get it down low to Cohen. She does, and she misses it, and she gets her own rebound, and she makes it and gets fouled.
Yeah, Coach Scheibe upset. It was a great entry pass, but then Colin missed the first shot, and he is yelling at his girls to box out.
Yeah, there's three Vikings surrounding her, and I don't know how they didn't come up with the rebound.
She's a big girl standing. She's listed at 5'11", but still, Coach Scheibe not happy with that sequence at all.
So Brianna Patterson now with 3 fouls is coming to the bench. Cohen off the mark, Hinman with the rebound. So Lady Vikes only trail by 3, 33-30 with 3:45 to play. Eliana driving the lane and got her pocket pick. That's going to happen.
10 turnovers apiece.
Bailey Troike going the other way. Now Lopez. And they're just throwing it around the outside here. Clock down to 3:20. And air ball, and Patel with the rebound. Patel going the other way. Patel has not gotten the scorebook yet, and she was one that scored quite a bit for us last year. Sydney Scheibe for three, and I thought it was good.
Halfway down.
In and out. Man, that would have tied the game. 33-30, Lady Vikes trail by 3. 2:53 to play here in the third quarter. Lady Vikes fighting. And Lady Trojans playing a little keep away here. Trying to burn some clock. And Sydney Scheibe almost got the steal there on the entry pass. But comes away with a nice rebound. Lady Vikes wanting to run. Sydney Scheibe stops and brings it back. Louisa almost walked. Now Scheibe for three. No good. They called something underneath.
Lady Vikes may have caught a break with that call. I didn't see that.
First foul on Hayden Buckley. So Lady Vikes got an extra possession here, Scott. Hopefully we can take advantage of it.
Yeah, still just a one-possession game. Lady Vikes right in the middle of this.
Hinman up, and it's good. Anaya Hinman with another basket. Cuts the lead to 1 for the Lady Trojans. 33-32. 2 minutes and 13 seconds left to play here in the third quarter. Faith Poland looked like she walked, but they're not going to call it. Now Buckley tries to get it back down to Cohen. Off the mark, no good. Sydney Scheibe with the rebound, and wow.
I think Coach Scheibe wanted a foul. I thought that was a reach in.
Yeah. They called a jump ball. It will be Lady Vikes basketball, but that was a pretty aggressive tie up there. Lisa Hansman, and she throws it away. And Troike going the other way. Eliana, nice defense. Now Patel with a good rebound and throws it away. Now Danica Lopez comes away with it. And now the Lady Trojans back up by 3. Patel gets it into Hinman. Hinman blocked.
That was nice defense underneath.
Buckley with a nice block underneath. Yeah, Hinman needed a little pump fake there. Almost down to 1 minute to go here in the third quarter. 35-32, Lady Trojans. And
Lady Vikes just sitting in that 2-3 zone.
Yep, little keep away here. Buckley for a long three, no good. Valentine Florence. Man.
No call?
I hope they got a foul there.
Okay.
The foul's call on Faith Poland.
Foul on number 23, Faith Poland, second personal team foul.
Yeah, Scheibe was wanting a foul called on her earlier on that jump ball. So that time she threw Eliana to the floor and looked like she hit her elbow pretty hard.
Yeah, she's in a little bit of pain right now, unfortunately.
Pretty aggressive on the defense there. Sydney Scheibe gets it to Eliana. Over to Louisa Hansman, into Hinman, and another block shot by Buckley.
Yeah, she's just a sophomore. She's playing some great interior defense for the Lady Trojans.
37 seconds left, still a 3-point lead for the Lady Trojans. And Brooks to Lopez.
That looks good the whole way.
Danica Lopez has 12 points for the Lady Trojans. Louisa Hansman for 3, and it's good! So Louisa Hansman answers with her own 3. So 38-35, 15 seconds left to go third quarter. Now Troike tries to get it down low to Seneca, no good. So Lady Vikings going to have a chance to cut into that 3-point lead or even tie the game here. 7 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Gets it ahead to Scheibe. Sydney Scheibe gets to Eliana, no good. And looks like she traveled there, but they didn't call him nothing.
Yeah. Lady Vikes, I don't think we're aware of how much time is on the clock.
So we have the score, Lady Trojans 38, Lady Vikings 35 as we go to the fourth quarter. So we're going to just keep it here. Scott, I mean, that was pretty tough fought third quarter. I mean, we led by 4 going into the quarter, and now trailed by 3. but the way we played that second quarter, I feel like if we can knock down a couple of threes, I think we could hang with them down the stretch here.
Yeah, you wonder what Girard team is going to show up. They scored 19 in the first quarter, I think 17 in the third quarter rather, and only 2 in the second quarter.
Yeah.
So if the Lady Vikings can get some stops in this final 8 minutes, I mean, looks like Girard's going to have possession to start the fourth quarter, but I mean, just down by 3, Lady Vikes, they should go into this fourth quarter with a lot of confidence, and I love Hansman's confidence to shoot that big three-pointer near the end of the third quarter.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, I'm thinking, I know there was 2 easy buckets by Anaya Hinman.
Yeah.
Right underneath the basket, and both of them are blocked by Buckley. I feel like if she does it just a little bit of a fake and then a back up, she either gets a foul or makes the basket, and that could definitely make the difference here. I mean, if she's makes one and gets fouled on the other and makes 1 or 2 free throws, that's a tie game going into the fourth quarter instead of a 3-point deficit. But
and that's impressive defense by Buckley. You won't see Anaya get blocked very often when she's that close to the basket. But Lady Vikes in a good spot here going into the final 8 minutes.
Yep, looks like we got Valentine, Florence, Patterson, Hinman, Scheibe, and Hansman all in the game for the Lady Vikes. And Lady Trojans will have the ball to start here in the fourth quarter, and they're looking to run some clock.
The Lady Vikes open up in that 3-2 zone.
Yep. Good defense right now. Girard's trying to get a cutter going across, and now Faith Bowen just takes a 3 and she knocks it down. Unbelievable. That's her first basket of the game, and it comes in the fourth quarter.
She's a great ball player. I remember she had a big night against the Lady Vikes a year ago.
Yep, into Hinman again, and now she kicks it out. And she was guarded by 2 players there. Now it's stolen by Lopez. Lopez going the other way, so 6-point lead for the Lady Trojans. Now Kenley Smith with it, trying to get it down to Cohen, and she does. And now she kicks back out to Poland for 3. Off the mark this time. Eliana wanting to run the other way.
She's fouled. That was a foul the whole way. They were pushing her. I cannot believe they didn't blow the whistle.
Yeah, they let it go. And now Cohen for an easy bucket. 43-35, 8-point lead now for the Lady Trojans. And let's see what the Lady Vikings can do here. See if we can get a couple of quick baskets. Nia Hin with a nice move underneath the basket, backwards layup.
A great reverse layup by Nia. That was beautiful.
43-37, now 6:20 to play in the game. Cohen with it up top. Lopez trying to set something up. Girard's bringing in 3 new players, 4 new players. Gets it into Cohen. She makes the basket. Looked like she got fouled, but they didn't call it. And now 8-point lead again. Now Lady Vikes seem to just settle down. Brianna Patterson, and she's fouled by Cohen, it looks like. If that's on Cohen, that's her 4th. Nope, they called it on. Who'd they call that on?
23.
They called it on 23. Poland, that's her 3rd. So now the Trojans have 3 with 3. Brianna Patterson knocks down the first free throw.
4 subs coming in, Tony, for Girard.
Yeah,
and we haven't mentioned it yet, but how nice is it? First game of the season, we've got a lot of fans here. You know, last year, because of the pandemic, the gym was empty and quiet.
Yep. Oh, Patterson missed the second one, so now it's a 7-point lead for the Lady Trojans. Kenley Smith is in the Troiki, senior to senior here. And Hansman playing some really good defense. And Troiki with it, she kicked it. Gets it to Seneca. Seneca trying to drive baseline, and there's all kinds of bodies everywhere.
Oh, great effort by the Lady Vikes.
Sydney Shivey coming back. Now gets it to Hinman. All across to Eliana. Open for three. And she knocks it down. Eliana Valentin Florence for her first three as a Lady Viking. And Seneca the other way for an easy two. So 47-41, 5:05 to play. And Lady Vikes only down by 6, Scott.
Yeah, they just need to stay cool here.
Hinman, oh man. She did a little pump fake there, and she's going to the line, so maybe she listened to, maybe she heard me from up here, Scott.
I think she probably did. And you know, she is a great leaper, but she is undersized a little bit compared to some of these Girard girls.
First free throw's good. And Nia Hinman 5 of 7 from the free throw line. Now 6 of 8. Cuts the lead to 4. The Lady Vikings trail by 4. 4:58 to play in the ball game.
Nice defense over there. Oh, did they call a foul?
What? No way.
Yeah, that would fall under the category of a touch foul.
Yeah, that's only Louisa's second. She's fine. I think she's pretty surprised by it.
Neither team in the bonus yet.
Lady Trojans bringing it up the court. They lead by 4. Syndicate. Out of Buckley. And a stolen by Nia Hinman. Nia's looking to run. Valentin
she threw it
away. She tried to get it to Eliana, and she just threw it too far.
Honestly, I thought Nia could have gone all the way to the basket because the Girard girls were slow getting turned around back on the defensive end.
Yep, I think that was one time that I think she could have went coast to coast and at least maybe gotten a foul out of it. Now Kenley Smith with it for the Lady Trojans. Nia Hinman guarding her. 4:27 to play. Trojans lead by 4. Seneca. Oh no, they called a no on Louisa, I think.
I think so.
Yep, sure enough. They're saying that's only her second, but I know she had one early on in the game because I remember us talking about it. But that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, we won't argue.
So it looks like a timeout on the floor. 4:18 to play. 47-43. Let's take a 30-second break. You're listening to Viking basketball on V93.
It could happen any time or place. You feel a tickle in your face. You move your arm feels weak. The words won't come when you try to speak. Folks may think it's all a joke, but it ain't no joke. It's a stroke. Face, arm, speech, time. That sounds fast. Better call 911. At Stroke's first sign. Time means brain, so don't waste time. Time means brain, so don't waste time. Act fast. Face, arm, speech, time. Act fast. Face, arm, speech, time. Act fast.
In an emergency, take me to Labette Health.
Welcome back. Girard High School. Tony Fuentes, Scott Marlowe, along with Drew Fuentes, doing a live stream. Brady Magner back in the KLKC studio. We got a pretty good game here. Lady Trojans lead 47-43 with 4:18 to play in the ball game. So we said it earlier, the Lady Trojans beat the Lady Vikings 81-32 last year, and we definitely narrowed the gap there a little bit, Scott.
Yeah, by well over 40 points. They've narrowed that gap, so that's unbelievable. That's a great turnaround for the Lady Vikes.
So it looks like hopefully good things coming this season for the Lady Vikings. So Cohen trying to back it down the lane, pulling up and missed it.
How about over the back? Oh my goodness!
Wow.
I think they missed the foul, and I think they missed the call there as well. They're going to let Girard keep possession.
Wow. So Kenley Smith inbound to Syndicate. Syndicate puts it up and blocked. Hinman has Sydney Shivey blocked that, and Hinman got it.
Plenty of time left for the Lady Vikes. They just need to play their game.
Cross-court pass to Scheibe. Scheibe puts up a runner.
She got fouled.
And no call there. Now Troike with it. The Lady Vikings didn't need to rush a shot there. There's plenty of time left in the game with only being down by 4 points. Almost to travel. Now Troike up and in to Bailey Troike now with only her second basket of the game, but it comes at a good time. Louisa Hansman, a blocking foul on Cohen. So that should be her fourth.
Number 32, Olivia Cohen.
It is her fourth.
Trojans team foul, number 6.
So Olivia Cohen now with 4 fouls. Lisa Hansman at the line. And the first one's no good.
Back to the line for the Trojans, number 15, Amanda Lopez.
So Lady Trojans lead by 6, 49-43. 3:25 to play, and Louisa Hansman, our German foreign exchange student, at the line for one more. And the second one is good. So a 5-point deficit for the Lady Vikes with 3:23 to play. And the Lady Trojans bringing it up the floor. It looks like they're going to try to run some clock. Lady Vikes need to play some solid defense.
Oh, that was a quick whistle.
Nice basket by Olivia Cohen.
That was a really nice play by Colin. To me, there's a bit of a continuation factor on that. He blew the whistle early.
Yeah.
Well, I thought well before she put up the shot, but they counted the basket anyway.
Olivia Cohen with the old-fashioned 3-point play makes an 8-point lead now. Lady Vikes throw it up all the way to Eliana. Missed shot. Hinman with a rebound in the basket. So Nia Hinman now with 6 points in the fourth quarter.
Lady Vikes have to get a stop.
So 6-point deficit, 2:54 to play. Lopez, and she misses the shot. Nia Hinman can go coast to coast. She does. Oh, and that might be 4 on Faith Poland.
Yeah, fouls are starting to pile up late on Gerard.
It is 4 on Faith Poland, so now 2 fouls on two of the players on the floor for the Trojans. Syndicate coming in for one of them. Nia Hinman knocks down a free throw, cuts the lead to 5. She can cut the lead to 4 with this second free throw.
Both teams will be in the bonus the rest of the way.
Hinman is good. Nia Hinman staying hot from the line. 52-48. Lady Vikes trail by 4. Lopez gets it over to Troike. Troike's looking to drive. Now she gets it to Smith. And Smith gets it to Syndicate. 2:27 to play. Louisa Hansman knocks it out of bounds. So it'll be Gerard ball with 2:24 to play in the ball game. So in the Syndicate. Started by Hansman, now Troike has it. They're just going to try to play some keep away here, Scott.
Oh, a block.
Nice block, but a rebound by Cohen. And I don't know what they called.
Wow. I didn't see it, but it's going to be free throws for Gerard. 1-1 coming up.
They called a foul on Louisa.
She's had a couple of tough fouls on her tonight.
Fouls on 23, Valentine Florence.
There should just be a 1-1, so the Lady Vikes have to be ready to box out.
So 2:10 to play. Olivia Cohen at the line shooting a 1-1. 4-point lead for Lady Trojans. And she missed it. And Brianna Patterson going the other way gets it to Florence. And Eliana makes it! Eliana cuts the lead to 2. 52-50, a minute 57 to play in the ball game. Now Eliana's playing some strong defense on Troike. And we got a timeout by Gerard.
Probably a good timeout by Coach Herlock.
It's just
we're
30
getting down to
seconds.
crunch time.
It's just a 30 seconds, so we're just going to keep it here. Scott, I mean, these girls are going to be fun to watch this year. There's a lot of fight in these girls on the floor right now.
Yeah, they were down. But they got down by 8 here in the fourth quarter. Now they're within 2. And, we've talked a lot about Valentine Florence, the freshman point guard. But that running layup she just hit, you just don't, from a senior point guard, you could see it. But you just don't see that kind of aggressiveness from a freshman very often. And so, you're right. To say the Lady Vikes are going to be fun to watch this year, I think is probably an understatement. Patel hasn't had a big night tonight, hasn't played a lot of minutes, and I know she's going to get going later in the season. And
Sydney Scheibe shut out the second half.
Yeah.
She hasn't scored the second half. And Nia Hinman's been basically leading the way. Her, Louisa, and Eliana Valentine Florence, pretty much all the Vikings in the second half.
Kind of stoppage in play. Something with the clock, I believe. Some kind of warning against Brianna on the way she was defending the sideline there.
Okay. I've never really seen them say anything like that.
I wonder if she didn't actually step out of bounds over there, and that's what the warning was for.
Yeah. So now Gerard with the ball. Faith Poland guarded hard by Louisa.
Don't foul Poland. She's a good free. They wanted the 5-second. The Viking coaching staff screaming for a 5-second call, and they didn't get it.
Wow. So 1:37 to play in the ball game. And they're just going to shoot a 1-and-1. Looks like Faith Poland's going to go to the line and shoot 1-and-1 for the Lady Trojans. So now Louisa picks up her 4th personal foul,
which that's a tough break for the Lady Vikes. And Coach Scheibe's letting the official hear about it, I think.
Faith Poland at the line. Big free throw here. And she knocked it down.
I figured she would knock it down. She's usually money when the game's on the line.
Yeah, Faith Poland senior. That's only her 4th point of the game. She made both of them.
2-possession game.
4-point game now. Plenty of time. Minute 35 to play. 54-50.
I would try to set up Scheibe.
Louisa for 3. No good. And Eliana with a nice rebound. Oh my goodness. What a good defensive play by Cohen.
Huge block. Coach wants him to foul. Oh, but it's still, near steal. Oh, I think the Lady Vikes may have caught a break on that one. They're going to get possession.
Yep. 1:11 to play. Lady Vikes will have the ball. I was surprised to see Gerard shooting that quick.
I am too.
There's no way that they wanted to do that. So Brianna out to Eliana. Valentine Florence gets back to Louisa Hansman. There's still just under a minute to play. Sydney Scheibe for 3. It looked good, Scott.
Man, it looked good the whole way.
And it's over the backboard for no good. So 53 seconds left to play in the ball game. 54-50 Trojans.
And Coach Scheibe wants a quick foul.
And there we go. Eliana fouled Bailey Troike with 49 seconds to play.
Still be 1-and-1.
That's only her first foul.
That's amazing for as active as she's been tonight.
Yeah, she's been all over the place. So 54-50, and Bailey Troike at the line to shoot 2 free throws. And Troike's been pretty quiet tonight. She knocked down that first free throw. So Lady Trojans are 4 for 4 from the free throw line here in the fourth quarter. Make that 5 for 5.
Lady Vikes probably need a 3.
So Eliana up to Scheibe, almost intercepted there by Smith. 45 seconds to play. Lady Vikes down by 6. Ashka Patel checks in for Brianna Patterson. Definitely need a 3 here, Scott. Patel, Eliana to Hansman. Scheibe's open for a 3. And she knocked it down. So Sydney Scheibe with a nice three-pointer at the perfect time, and we got a timeout on the floor. 56-53. Lady Vikes trail by 3 with 36 seconds to play. And we got a full timeout. So let's take it back to the station for a 30-second break. You're listening to Lady Viking basketball on V93.
High school sports fans, follow your team live with the free ScoreStream mobile app. Just download ScoreStream to get real-time scores, photos, and awesome video from your game and your rivals. Plus, follow your favorite teams and friends. Get real-time high school sports from ScoreStream.
All right, welcome back to Girard High School. Tony Fuentes, Scott Marlowe, Drew Fuentes doing our live stream. Brady Magner back in the KLKC studio. We got a good game here. 56-53. Lady Trojans lead by 3. They've led up to 8 here in the fourth quarter, but the Lady Vikes keep fighting back. Got 36.1 seconds left in the game. And Scott, I'm afraid if we don't get a steal here, we're going to have to foul. I mean, depending on how quick we can foul, see how much time we can get if we get the ball back.
Full court press.
Yep, gets it into Poland. And Louisa can't foul. That'll be her fifth if she fouls. I'm surprised they're not fouling.
They just don't want to foul Poland. But yeah, there's too much time going off the clock.
24 seconds now.
No, they tried to foul Troike.
Scheibe fouls Kenley Smith.
That was a lot of time that went off the clock, Tony.
That's only Sydney's second foul.
Number 20, Sydney Scheibe, third personal, double one.
Yeah, that's way too much time. That's 17 seconds went off the clock. Only 19.5 seconds left in the game. Kenley Smith, senior, at the free throw line. She knocks it down.
Yeah, great job by Girard from the free throw line here in the fourth quarter.
Oh, man, they've been huge. They've been knocking down every single one of them. Kenley Smith now for his second free throw. And it's good as well. So 5-point lead now. Only 19 seconds. Desperate for a three here. Eliana to Scheibe. Scheibe back to Eliana for three. And it's way high and it's no good. Faith Poland now throws it up. And Louisa with the steal. I'm not sure why she jumped out, but that's okay.
1/10 of a second to go.
Yeah, so Lady Vikes are going to lose this one, but they fought hard. Lady Vikes are going to lose 58-53, but they fought hard.
Yeah, what a great game.
What a good game by the Lady Vikes. So tough fought game, but they showed that they're here for the long haul, Scott.
Yeah, when you go from a 50-point loss to Girard a year ago to a 5-point loss this season, that tells you everything you need to know.
Exactly. Well, let's take it back to the station for 3 minutes, and then we'll break down the girls' game, and we'll go over the stats and everything. So you're listening to Viking basketball on V93.
Hi, this is Brian at Bowen Pharmacy, and today I'd like to visit with you about how you take your medications. Did you know that when you miss 2 doses per week, that's 3.5 months out of the year that you missed your medications, and that can have detrimental effects on your health in a long time period. Here at Bowen Pharmacy, we have this great new machine called the Rapid Pack RX, and what this machine does is it takes all your medications, filters it down, and puts in this nice strip right here that you can pull out of this box. And at any time of the day that you need your medication, it's right here ready for you. Whether you take it 1 a day, 2 a day, 5 a day, or 6 times per day, we can make that happen for you. It's all interfaced with our pharmacy system, and when it runs through, it puts all those times down for you. It even prints the medications on the strip, and you can take it throughout the day without having to take your bottles with you. It helps you stay compliant, helps you stay healthy, and it's going to give you a long life to live to enjoy. Here at Bowen Pharmacy, we're always thankful that you choose us to be your local provider. Thank you and have a wonderful day.
Hey Parsons, I'm Anna. This is Raven. We're the Anna and Raven Show, and we can't wait to wake you up on Variety 93.5.
We're the show that's all about relationships. So if it's going on at home, at work, in your life, we want to know about it.
Also, every day a couple joins us for Couples Court. They tell us what their disagreement is about, and then it's up to you to decide who's right.
Want to win cash? You can challenge me daily in pop culture trivia. It's called Can't Beat Raven. Beat me, and you get the jackpot.
Get ready to laugh, Labette County. We're the Anna and Raven Show on Variety 93.5.
The Anna and Raven Show.
At Labette Health, we've earned our place as a top 100 hospital in the nation for joint replacement. Serving a 6-county area since 1961, Labette Health has also earned national recognition as a respected regional medical center renowned for its comprehensive healthcare services and commitment to high-quality patient care. With over 80 physicians and providers throughout southeast Kansas, Labette Health is 100% devoted to medical excellence. For more information or to find a provider near you, call 620-421-4881 or visit LabetteHealth.com.
Scott Marlowe, along with Drew Fuentes in our live stream, Brady Magner back in our studio, and I'm going to break down the scoring from the ball game. Leading scorer for the Lady Trojans, actually they had two scores with 12. Danica Lopez with 12, Olivia Cohen with 12, followed by Kenley Smith with 8, Bailey Troike with 7, Faith Poland with 5, Riley Brooks with 3, Hayden Buckley with 3, and Emmeline Syndicate with 8. And then for the Lady Vikings, leading the way of all scorers is Anaya Hinman with 18 points. And she was 8 for 10 from the free throw line, Scott. So that's impressive.
Yeah, she had a good night.
10 points for Louisa Hansman in her debut. Sydney Scheibe with 12, all from three-point line. Brianna Patterson with 4. And I feel like the star, Eliana Valentine Florence, a little freshman, 9 points. She was a spark plug out there. And
yeah, she made her presence known, to say the least. And she's, looks like the Lady Vikes are probably going to be in good shape at the point guard position for the next 4 years.
Yeah, I know Luisa's handling some of it right now, but I think as the season progresses, I can see Eliana kind of taking that role over, on her own. But she definitely is a spark plug out there. She plays good defense. She's all over the place, and we were surprised to see, like, late in the game there, she had the foul, and it was her first foul.
Yeah,
she was trying to foul to extend the game. So unbelievable, the way she played.
Well, we're joined now by Lady Viking head coach Pat Scheibe, and Coach, what a night. I know it's disappointing to start out the season with a loss, but Tony and I were talking, last year it was about a 50-point loss to the Trojans. This year a 5-point loss, 45-point turnaround. What does that say about your team?
Like we told the girls afterwards, we thought they battled till the last second, and that's all we could ask for. I thought they played their hearts out, and they never gave up. That game could have went either way. There was a couple threes that I've never seen go so far down and come back up. sometimes that's the breaks you got to have. But for the first game of the year, what could anybody ask for? For a game like that. That looked like a game that was a sub-state game.
Yeah, it was a great game, great environment. So good to have fans back in the gym, and it was just a great night all the way around, other than the final score, obviously. But, Coach, I'll just throw out 3 names for you to talk about. Anaya Hinman was your leading scorer with 18. Little spark plug, Ellie Valentine Florence was huge in her first varsity game as a freshman. And then Louisa Hansman, foreign exchange student from Germany, she had a great night as well.
Yeah. No, that's the thing about this team, and we talked about we have a lot of balance. But we talked to them in the locker room, if we can bring this kind of, intensity every night, it's going to be a fun year. And, them 3, we have several girls, that can step up. That's what's so nice about this team. So hopefully, we can build on this. I don't think we turned the ball over maybe 11 to 13 times, but I believe the difference in the game was that number 32 post player. We just didn't have anybody that could match up with her, and keep her off the boards.
Well, you mentioned the turnovers, and I was going to bring that up next. Our tallies are always unofficial up here, but I showed the turnovers dead even, and I know that was a big issue for your team last year. How important is that it looks like you're going to have a team that is going to be able to take care of the basketball for the most part?
Well, that's huge. I think that's seeing the girls mature a little bit. And, we made some silly mistakes. But, as far as overall, I thought they competed and played hard. And I didn't see any of them, give up 1 second in that game. So, it's too bad we had to, start with a loss, but we're going to work hard and try to get some wins next week. There's no game that we play that's a give me.
Right. Coach, last thing, if my memory serves me correctly, you guys outscored Girard. Tony, was it 15-2 in that second quarter?
Yeah, 15-2.
15-2. Just to have an 8-minute stretch against a program like Girard. I mean, yeah, Girard may have missed a couple of open looks, but, defensively, your team really, they did come to play tonight. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah. They did. We could have got down early, and Girard was on the verge, of possibly blowing us out early on, and we fought back, like you said, and we felt like, we could run them. And they was tired and in foul trouble. But, like you said, what a first game. It just didn't go our way.
Yeah, Anaya Hinman, I'll chip in a little bit. Anaya Hinman looked really strong down low, and a couple of times, it looked like, I told Scott, I said, if she do a little pump fake, I think she would get fouled and go to the line because she got a couple of blocks. Yeah. And then in the second half, she did that, went to the line, she ended up going 8 for 10 from the free throw line.
Yeah, we talked about it at halftime, that exact same thing, because that 34 could really elevate, and we said, give her a head fake and go to the rim. So, overall, I'm proud of the girls, the way they competed.
Well, Coach, great job tonight. Congratulations on a very hard-fought game. It's going to be a fun year. It looks like, three games next week at the Towanda tournament, and so good luck out west.
All right, thank you, guys.
All right, thanks, Coach. So, Tony, we'll take about a 5-minute, let's take a 5-minute commercial break, and then we will come back with our pregame for the boys contest. You're listening to Viking Basketball on V93.
Hi, this is Brian at Bowen Pharmacy, and today I'd like to visit with you about how you take your medications. Did you know that when you miss 2 doses per week, that's 3.5 months out of the year that you missed your medications, and that can have detrimental effects on your health in a long time period. Here at Bowen Pharmacy, we have this great new machine called the Rapid Pack RX, and what this machine does is it takes all your medications, filters it down, and puts in this nice strip right here that you can pull out of this box. And at any time of the day that you need your medication, it's right here ready for you. Whether you take it 1 a day, 2 a day, 5 a day, or 6 times per day, we can make that happen for you. It's all interfaced with our pharmacy system, and when it runs through, it puts all those times down for you. It even prints the medications on the strip, and you can take it throughout the day without having to take your bottles with you. It helps you stay compliant, helps you stay healthy, and it's going to give you a long life to live to enjoy. Here at Bowen Pharmacy, we're always thankful that you choose us to be your local provider. Thank you and have a wonderful day.
As the area's leading hospital, we believe your best days lies ahead of you. And as a nationally recognized hospital, we work to ensure that your tomorrows are the best they can be. At Labette Health, instead of thinking about what you need out of a hospital, we've thought about what you need out of life. And with our multiple award-winning care, we're creating a higher quality of life for our patients. At Labette Health, we center around you.
Hey Parsons, I'm Anna. This is Raven. We're the Anna and Raven Show, and we can't wait to wake you up on Variety 93.5.
We're the show that's all about relationships. So if it's going on at home, at work, in your life, we want to know about it.
Also, every day a couple joins us for Couples Court. They tell us what their disagreement is about, and then it's up to you to decide who's right.
Want to win cash? You can challenge me daily in pop culture trivia. It's called Can't Beat Raven. Beat me, and you get the jackpot.
Get ready to laugh, Labette County. We're the Anna and Raven Show on Variety 93.5.
The Anna and Raven Show.
You don't see this very often, but Coach Anthony Howe pointed out to me, the Viking football team, their season came to an end against Girard, and then they open up basketball season against these same Girard Trojans. And the Vikings are, because the Vikings did get into the state playoffs and advance into the second round, they are a little beat up, and I don't know if Gerard is in this. I do see they have one guy with an arm in a sling, but the little bit I did talk to Coach Hauk, he said Gerard, they're always well coached. He said they're going to be solid the guard spot, which is always huge. But the Vikings, they've made it to state 4 years in a row. Yep. And they want to keep that trend going. They'd love to make it 5. And we're going to see some new faces tonight. We'll see some familiar faces as well. One player to look out for, sophomore starter Landon Wheat. Talk about a guy who can be exciting, 6'3". He can fly through the air. And they're getting ready to go down the starting lineups over the PA. So we'll go ahead and do the same. Starting for the Vikings tonight, 6-foot sophomore J.J. Kendrick, 5'9" junior Jesse Jones, 6'1" senior Cedric Webb, 6'1" senior Paxton Swanson, and 6'3" sophomore Landon Wheat. Starting tonight for the Gerard Trojans, 6-foot senior Brom Bourne, 6'4" junior Luke Nigaman, quarterback for the Trojan football team, 6-foot junior Alex Kester, 5'9" senior Quinn Orand, and 6-foot senior Brecken Choike. We heard that Choike name a lot in the girls' game. Also, Tony, I can't remember a couple of years ago when Parsons was just completely had that loaded roster. They blew out Gerard. Yeah, for the most part, when these two teams get together, it is just a battle from start to finish, and I don't think it'll be any different tonight.
Yeah, we've had some tough games against them the last 3 or 4 years, and it's been fun.
And this is the season opener for both ball clubs. Vikings in their traveling blue uniforms, and Gerard will be in their white.
Yeah, definitely a different look for Parsons. A lot of, like you said, a lot of familiar faces, but some new faces as well. So Jesse Jones and Paxton Swanson kind of leading the way from people that played a lot last year. But Landon Wheat, like you said, is I think that's the player to watch. I think he's going to be a lot of fun.
And another thing to look for tonight, they've changed up their defense a little bit. Coach Hauk referred to it as a lock left defense, meaning most players are right-handed and like to get to the right. They're going to try to force the opposing offense, to work to the left side of the floor, kind of take them out of their comfort zone a little bit. Both teams, Gerard rather, out on the floor. Vikings still huddled up around 9th-year head coach Anthony Hauk. And here come the Vikings. And we're just about ready for action. Gerard Trojans and the Parsons Vikings. Landon Wheat, 6'3" sophomore, will be jumping center for the Vikes, going up against 6'4" junior Luke Nigaman. Ball's in the air, and the opening tip won by, I think the Vikings had it and lost it out of bounds. Jesse Jones knocked it out of bounds. So first possession will go to Gerard. Nice that we have opening jump balls again. We didn't have that last season.
Yep, I do remember that.
Nigaman with it. Vikings open up in a straight man-to-man. Gerard, always a well-coached team, usually very efficient on the offensive end. Near steal by Webb. Gerard gets it down underneath. Kester lost his balance, and it's taken by the Vikings. Cedric Webb with it. Looks like he wanted to take it himself. Now he gives it off to Kendrick on the right wing. Out to Jesse Jones, a long NBA three. It's good! Jesse Jones! Jesse Jones, he is going to play with a lot of confidence this season, and well he should. Quickly at the other end, in the lane, shot will not go down. Oh, Vikings had it, then got it stolen away, and then the shot put up and good. Sticking with it, Braun Bourne, 6-foot senior, gets Gerard on the board. It's Parsons 3, Gerard 2, and a steal. Trojans have it on the move. Good fast break basketball. Bourne puts it in. Wow. Two quick baskets by the Trojans. They lead at 4-3. 6:50 to go in our opening quarter.
Wow, Bourne, surprisingly, he's one of the smaller guys on the court.
From the corner, a three-pointer, no good by Swanson. Had a decent look at it. And the Vikes don't get back on defense. Shot put up at the other end. Oh, a traveling violation first. From Alex Custer.
We'll take that.
6:36 to go. In quarter number 1, Girard 4, Parsons 3. Jones walks the ball into the front court. It's a screen out top. Girard in a straight man-to-man. Jesse at the free throw line, cut off. Oh, tough shot. Got it back and missed a second opportunity, pulled out by the Trojans. Girard with a 1-point lead and the basketball. Strong move in the paint, no good, but a foul.
Yeah.
Brecken Troike, 6-foot senior, is going to go to the line to shoot 2.
They called that foul on Cedric Webb. I didn't think that was on Cedric, but
yeah, that's who they gave it to, sure enough. Free throw goes down for Troike. Does 5 unanswered points for the Trojans. Second free throw on the way is also good. Joe Page is going to come in, and I tell you, I've said this before on the air. You see Joe walk on the court, and you wouldn't realize he is an outstanding outside shooter. He's 6'4", a wide body, but he has a great touch from the outside.
Yeah, he's definitely got a good touch,
and he is not scared to let it fly.
I'm surprised he didn't let it fly there.
Swanson with it. Reverses direction, gets into the paint. Kicks it out to Page. He will let it fly. It's short and rebounded by the Trojans. They want to run. Bourne with it. Takes it all the way to the rack. Can't score, and the Vikes can't corral it. Oh, great block by Page out of bounds. It'll stay with the Trojans. I don't think the Trojans are necessarily quicker than the Vikings, but so far, Tony, they have been getting most of the loose balls.
Yeah.
Niggeman to throw it in from the baseline. Out top, dangerous pass. Oh, that should be a foul. I cannot believe they didn't call that. And then a shot in the paint. It's good by Bourne. Tough break for the Vikes. Quickly the other end. Webb got hacked. I could hear it from here. Page from the baseline, no good.
Wow,
that is no good. Boy, that is a lot of contact. It is an 8-0 run for the Trojans, and they have possession with 5:20 to go in the opening quarter. Bourne with it. Swings it over to Kester. Bourne looking to make a move. Kicks it out, nobody there. It's going to be a turnover on the Trojans. 5:09 to go in the first quarter as Justin Smith checks in for the first time for the Vikes. Also have Tommy McDowell, 6'5" junior on the floor for Girard. Vikings had that three-pointer early by Jesse Jones, and they haven't scored since. Girard leading at 8-3, 5 minutes to go in quarter number 1. Wheat in the corner. Out to Smith. Jesse thought about a 3. Jones goes to the right side. Layup will not go. Vikes cold from the field right now. Here come the Trojans all the way, coast to coast. Layup is missed. Then a tip try, no good. And Girard continues to get the loose balls. Bourne for 3, no good. Great offensive rebound. Putback, no good, and the Vikings finally corral it. Wow. Great look ahead to Webb, but he couldn't catch it, and it's a turnover on the Vikes. For the Vikes, Tony, looks a little bit like the first game of the year.
Yeah.
They have some athletes out there. They're just a little out of sorts.
They're definitely just flying around uncontrollably. They'll settle down. I think they're going to be all right.
Rand gets it to Bourne in the front court. Vikes have gone to a zone here, 3-2 zone. See how the Trojans handle this new look. Oh, I thought the ball was going to get tipped in by the Vikes.
Oh, wow. They got lucky there.
Yeah, I thought that should have stayed with Girard, but they're going to give it to the Vikings. Swanson wants to check in, and he is going to replace
Cedric Webb.
Yep, Webb will head to the bench. 8-3 is your score. Girard leading by 5. 4:09 to go in our opening quarter. Aiden Dahlman, 6'2" junior, into the lineup for the Trojans. Jesse Jones. And some help, gives it to Swanson for a long 3, and it's off the mark. No good, and Girard continues to win the rebound battle. Bourne, nobody picks him up. Oh, he missed the layup, and it's skying for the rebound is Landon Wheat. Here come the Vikes looking to run. Lobbing it up for Swanson, and then his shot blocked. That was great defense by McDowell, the 6'5 junior. There comes J.J. Kendrick back into the lineup, replacing Joe Page. Great anticipation by Girard. Vikes find a cutter to the basket. Oh, that's got to be a foul. I tell you, if they let that go, then the Vikes might as well just start hacking everybody.
Yeah.
Kendrick to the line to shoot 2. McDowell picks up his first. We mentioned how they've been letting them play. Just 2 fouls called here in the opening quarter, 1 on each team. Kendrick's free throw is good. Coach Houck had a lot of good things to say about JJ when I talked to Coach last night.
He was pretty good on the football field this year.
Yes, he was. Made a lot of big plays for the Vikes. Second free throw on the way. Off the mark, no good. And pulled out by Troike of Girard. 8-4. Girard leading by 4. 3:33 to go in our opening quarter. Split the zone. That's got to be a charge. And it is.
It is. Wow, he had a knee to the face almost. Whew.
Yeah, that had to be hard to stay in there and take that one, but good job by Jesse Jones. The offensive foul on Aiden Dahlman, the 6'2 junior. Jesse will walk the ball into the front court. Still 8-4, Girard on top. Great drive by Jesse. Gets 2 guys in the air. Then the ball was still maybe partially blocked. Girard looking to run. Bourne out ahead of the pack. Left hand can't score. Follow is good. 6'5 junior Tommy McDowell having the good first quarter for the Trojans. At the other end, Webb. He scores over the 6'5 McDowell. Gets his first 2 points. 10-6, Girard on top. 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. Vikes with a little zone press. McDowell almost took steps. Gets it to Davenport. Bourne directing traffic. There's a 3-pointer from the corner. It's an air ball. Who's going to get the loose ball? Boy, the Vikes just not... I thought the Vikings should have had that one. Bourne gets into the paint and scores. Braun Bourne, 6-foot senior, has 8 points, and it is 12-6. Girard on top. Long 2 by Webb. Got it. About 3 inches farther back, he would have had a 3-pointer. 12-8. Girard by 4. Vikes go with a 2-2-1 or a 1-2-2 press. Looks like near travel. They find a man underneath. Easy layup for McDowell. 14-8. Girard by 6. 2:10 to go in our opening quarter. In the corner to J.J. Kendrick. Over to Jesse. 3 from the top of the key. He got another one. Jesse Jones with a couple of threes in the first quarter. 1 possession game now. 14-11. Girard on top. Less than 2 minutes to go. Got a steal. J.J. Kendrick from behind. Gets it from Davenport. Up ahead to Smith. He's open. He wants a 3. Guarded 3. Off the mark. No good. Vikes get it back. Jesse. He'll try a 3. Can't get it, and it's rebounded out by the Trojans. Troike has it. Troike bringing it up himself. Up ahead to Davenport. Back to Troike. Goes baseline. Floater no good, but McDowell there again. 6'5 junior now with 6 points here in the first quarter. And the Trojans lead it by... And they just gave the Vikings another point. They show it 16-12. Girard by 4. We'll double check that at the end of the quarter. Boy, tough shot. Maybe partially blocked. And it hit the backside of the backboard, and we'll go over to the Trojans. Coach Houck thought it was blocked. He thought it was blocked, and that it should have been, that it was touched last by Girard. Coach Houck very upset. Minute 10 to go in the first quarter. Girard leading at 16-12. And I don't know why, and I've just checked my scorebook, Tony.
I got 11.
Vikings should have 11. I don't know why they put an extra point up for the Vikings. Either. That should have been steps. It looked like traveling on Troike in the backcourt. Gets it up ahead to Kester. Now Troike, nobody picks him up. Good look to McDowell. He has his 8th point of the first quarter. 8 for McDowell, 8 for Bourne, and it's 18. We'll go with what the scoreboard says, 18-12 in favor of Girard. Smith goes baseline. Good look underneath. Ball knocked out of bounds by Troike. 43 seconds to go in the quarter. Joe Page back into the lineup for the Vikes. You know, Swanson had a foot injury back during soccer season, and his minutes will be somewhat limited tonight. So the Vikings are they're just going to, as far as their health goes, they're just going to kind of have to weather the storm here in December. Guarded 3 by Jesse. He got it anyway. 3 threes, and Jesse Jones kind of putting the Vikings on his back here in the first quarter, keeping it close, 18-15. Troike gets it out top to a Rand. Vikes in his zone, so it looks like Gerard might want to go for the last shot. Instead, they work it down underneath. Layup, no good. Tip try, no good. Rebounded by Webb. I thought he got fouled from behind. Instead, ball knocked out of bounds by the Trojans.
They're letting a lot of hands.
Yeah, usually especially the first game of the year, you don't see the refs let the kids play.
Yeah, they usually try to kind of keep it under control.
And I will say this, they've been consistent on both sides. They've only called 3 fouls total here in the first quarter. 8 seconds to go. Vikes down by 3. Jesse Jones has it. He wants a guarded 3 for the tie. Off the glass, he got it. Trojans, will they get the shot off? They do, and it is no good. And we will go into quarter number 2 with Gerard and Parsons tied at 18 points apiece. We'll be back in 1 minute. You're listening to Viking Basketball on V93.
When it comes to choosing the best health care for yourself and your loved ones, there are other hospitals.
And then there's our hospital. The difference is that while other hospitals will care for you,
We will actually care about you.
Other hospitals make decisions based on what's best for their bottom line.
While we do what's best for our community.
If you're looking for a pretty hospital, they're out there.
But if you're looking for the best hospital, it's here.
And here.
When award-earning care is as close as this,
There's no reason to go anywhere else.
At Labette Health, we center around you.
Well, Tony, we're pretty sure that the Vikings were awarded an extra point. We're tied at 18, but if you remember a year ago, might have been 2 years ago, the Vikings were shorted a point.
Yep.
A free throw was made, but was not counted, and the Vikings ended up losing in overtime, so maybe Gerard's feeling generous, and they want to give us that point back. So, according to the scoreboard, we're tied at 18 as we get going in the second quarter. Joe Page wanted to shoot the 3, but he couldn't get a good grip on the ball. J.J. Kendrick bumped, but they let it go. J.J. out to Jesse, who had 4 threes in the first quarter, leading the way for the Vikes. Splits a couple of defenders and lost it out of bounds, maybe trying to do a little too much all by himself on that play. He thought the Vikes should keep it, but I think it did go off Jesse's foot, but, boy, he certainly doesn't think so.
Well, we just need to keep Brom Bourne.
Yeah, Bourne and McDowell
those
are
easy
huge.
baskets.
Vikings open up in a very active zone, 3-2 zone. Coach saying, hey, keep your hands up. Troike guarded 3 over Page, no good. Hard to rebound out of the zone, and there's an offensive rebound. Boy, a lot of contact.
Oh, they blew the whistle before he even did anything.
A huge block by Wheat, and after all the contact they've let go.
They called it on J.J. Kendrick.
Well, it must have.
Yeah, it must have been.
Wow, I did not see that at all. But we'll just take the official's word for it. JJ picks up his first personal. Now just 2 fouls on each team. Free throw goes down for Troike. He has 3 points, 3 out of 3 from the free throw line. Webb into the lineup, replacing Joe Page. Joe was injured for a good chunk of football season, and his minutes will probably be limited as well. 4 for 4 from the free throw line for Troike. It's a 2-point lead for the Trojans at 20-18. 7:10 to go in quarter number 2. Jesse off to Webb. Or rather, that's Trey Mack, Viking quarterback. Almost loses it, gets it back to Jesse. Now hands it off to Kendrick. He fakes the 3. Kendrick. Now to Jesse Jones. Gets into the paint. What are they going to call? Have a foul. Don't know if he's going to get to shoot free throws or not. Nope, Vikes will take it out. Alex Kester picks up his first. 3rd team foul on the Trojans. Trey Mack, 5'11" sophomore, to throw it in from the baseline. Tried to get it inside, and it's poked away and stolen. The Trojans have it. Troike, the big man, can't get the layup to go. Great rebound by the 5'9" Jones. Troike only 6 feet tall, but he is a big kid. Three-pointer by Kendrick. Perfect.
Wow. Nice play by J.J. Kendrick.
And the Vikings lead by 1, 21-20, 6:25 to go in the first half. Bourne had a nice first quarter, kicks it in the corner. Here's Troike, fade away, got it. Brecken Troike. 6 points, 1 point lead. Vikings quickly up to Mack. Out top to Kendrick. JJ into the paint, gets bumped. Down to Wheat. Spin move, nowhere to go. Goes over his man, can't score, and pulled out by the Trojans. Nigaman has it. 6'4" junior. Downside to Troike, he took steps. And the official was right on top of it. 5:52 to go in the first half, with Girard leading at 22-21. Justin Smith into the Viking lineup along with Paxton Swanson.
We got the turnovers, 4 for Girard, 2 for Parsons so far.
That's a great number for the Vikes because it's been a pretty up-tempo game. Webb into the front court, picked up by Troike. Over to Swanson. Oh, nice move, gets into the paint and has it poked away. Nice defense by Girard, then a steal by Kendrick. JJ is going to slow things up, and he has his pocket picked. Quickly at the other end. Layup missed. Great defense by both teams. Webb wants to keep it himself. He has it poked away. He says he got fouled and wide open at the other end for a layup. It's Quinn O'Rand. He gets his first basket, and it is a 3-point lead for Girard at 24-21. 5:10 to go in the first half.
Shouldn't have said anything about the turnover. Went from 2 to 5 in like 30 seconds.
Swanson gets a screen out top, and that should have been a foul. What? Oh, my goodness. They were just trying to run. JJ set a solid screen, and they tried to run him over, and they're going to call him for an offensive foul. And the bad thing about that, Tony, is the official didn't look very confident when he made that call, and he shouldn't have because it was the wrong call.
Yeah, that's not good.
That was bizarre. So JJ picks up his second, and as a result, we'll head to the bench. 3-point lead for the Trojans, and they have the basketball. 5 minutes to go in quarter number 2. Bourne guarded by Jesse Jones on the right side of the floor. Nice drive, kicks it out. Now Dahlman has it to Bourne. Tough shot in the paint, can't get it to go, and we're going to have over the back. Vikings are going to get it. Who'd they call the foul on? And number 11, that'll be Luke Nigaman.
First foul on him.
Neither team even close to being in the bonus. We've mentioned several times how much contact they've let go here in the first half. 4 team fouls on Girard, only 3 on the Vikes. Point guard Jesse Jones double teamed. And loses it. Quickly at the other end. Shot is going to be missed. Layup missed. And great effort by Webb, and he gets fouled. And the Vikes will take it out. Jesse's a great point guard, but I think a couple of times here in this quarter, Tony, he's maybe tried to do a little bit too much.
Yeah.
Three-point lead for the Trojans, 4:26 to go in the first half. We said it in the pregame, Tony, that usually when these teams play, it is just neck and neck from start to finish.
I think it's going to be that way again.
Swanson with it in the front court. Gets around his man. Now he's double teamed. Needs some help. Vikes need to come to the ball. Poked away. Vikes catch a break. Smith fakes a 3. Now pulls up from about 12. It's an air ball, but Girard can't corral it. Turnaround is good.
He was fouled,
Webb,
but they didn't call it.
And you're right, he was fouled. And we have a timeout on the floor called by Parsons. 24-23. Girard by 1. 4:05 to go in quarter number 2. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Viking Basketball on V93.
When it comes to choosing the best health care for yourself and your loved ones, there are other hospitals.
And then there's our hospital.
The difference is that while other hospitals will care for you,
We will actually care about you.
Other hospitals make decisions based on what's best for their bottom line.
While we do what's best for our community.
If you're looking for a pretty hospital, they're out there.
But if you're looking for the best hospital, it's here.
And here.
When award-earning care is as close as this,
There's no reason to go anywhere else.
At Labette Health, we center around you.
Scott Marlowe, Tony Fuentes with you on V93. Drew Fuentes taking care of our live video stream. Tony, we've seen some great basketball tonight. We've also seen some pretty good rugby.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of contact that the officials have let go tonight.
Yeah, we've definitely had the brunt of it, but I mean, I think if we can just stand our ground, I think we got a good shot.
Girard has the ball in a 1-point lead. Kester kicks it over to Bourne. Bourne, great crossover. Now out to the top of the key for a three. It's off the mark, no good. But again, the Vikings just not getting to the ball quick enough.
Yeah, we've got to get those rebounds.
They're just kind of standing around and hoping that one of the teammates will get it. Then a nice drive. Shot goes down for Brom Bourne. He is in double figures with 10 points. 3-point lead for the Trojans, 26-23. Jesse splits a couple of guys, and then he gets fouled on his way to the basket. And I think that's a nice call by the official. They're going to give Jesse his 2 free throws. It looked like he was already going into his layup motion.
Yep.
So Bourne, who's just had an outstanding first half for the Trojans, picks up his first personal. Jesse, who had 4 threes in the first quarter for 12 points, goes to the line for his first free throw, and it is good. He leads all scorers with 13. Bourne, the leading scorer for Girard, with 10. Smith heads to the bench, replaced by J.J. Kendrick. 26-24 Girard. Again, we mentioned earlier, for some reason the Vikings were awarded an extra point back in the first quarter, and we've never been able to figure out why. Second free throw goes down for Jesse Jones. 26-25, 1-point lead for the Trojans. They have the basketball, 3.5 minutes to go in the first half. Bourne picked up by Jones. Pulls up from 14, blocked by Jesse. But look, running it down again. Looks like Girard's ball is loose and then thrown out of bounds. Somehow saved by the Trojans. Up ahead, shot missed, and Page has it taken away. The Vikings are going to be fortunate, Tony. They didn't give up a basket, and they're going to get possession.
Unbelievable.
But great hustle by Girard. The Vikings need to match their intensity, and also they need to be stronger with the ball when they do get a rebound.
Man, we are got lucky on a few breaks here.
About 3 minutes to go in the first half. I'm surprised Jesse got into the front court. And here's a three-pointer for the lead. Off the mark by Swanson and pulled out by Bourne of Girard. Here come the Trojans. Bourne got to pick him up. Kicks it out for a three-pointer from the right side. It's off the mark, no good. Rebounded by Swanson. Davenport couldn't get it to go. Swanson has his pocket pick, gets it back. Now he dribbles out of trouble. Over to JJ for a three. Short, but wide open under the basket for an easy putback is Joe Page. He won't get an easier basket all year.
Yeah, we need those. And then we give one up on the other side. Davenport.
Davenport gets a basket. Quickly at the other end, shot no good. Rebounded by Webb. Goes up, and he scores. I think he had some words for the Girard defender.
I think he was looking for a foul there, and they didn't call it again.
And we have it's Bourne is injured. He's going to grabbing his right hip, and he's going to head to the bench. Boy, that's huge. May caught a knee, I can't tell. But he's Mr. Everything for Girard. And the refs are trying to get everybody back out on the floor. They said, hey, that was just an injury, not a timeout. And I don't think the Vikings realize it. 29-28 right now. The Vikings have a 1-point lead. 2:06 to go in the first half. And now we're about ready for more basketball. One-point lead for the Vikes, 29-28, 2 minutes to go in the first half. Orand in trouble, double team. It's off to Troike for a guarded three, short. It's an air ball, and it'll go over to the Vikes. So minute 53 to go in quarter number 2. Parsons leading at 29-28. Vikings, I think the Vikes' biggest lead tonight, Tony, was 3-0.
Yeah.
And Jesse hit his first. Elliott, another NBA three. He got fouled, I thought. No call. Rebounded by Girard. They had a man wide open at the other end, but they didn't see him. McDowell kicks it out to Troike. He has his pocket picked. Mack has it. He's bumped to the floor, and they didn't call the foul. Coach Houck just smiles. And the Trojans are going to have the basketball. Have you ever seen this much contact go in a high school basketball game?
That's a lot of contact.
Kester gets it into Troike. Fakes the three. Nice move. And then dishes it off to Davenport for the easy layup. And Girard goes in front 30-29. Minute 20 to go in the first half. Jones into the paint. Can't get his man in the air. Kicks it out to Wheat. He'll take a three. Nope. A little bit short. Rebounded by McDowell of the Trojans. Gives it off to Orand. He's into the front court. Picked up by Mack. Now gets it over to Kester. To Troike. Right elbow. Spin move. Little floater goes. Nice move by the 6-foot senior. He's up to 8 points, and it is a 3-point lead for the Trojans. 50 seconds to go in the half. J.J. Kendrick cut off in the paint. Out to Mack on the right wing. Gets into the paint. Little floater is blocked and a little bit on the arm. It's going to be a foul on Gage Davenport. 6 fouls on Girard, and they've done a nice job spreading it around. They have 6 guys with 1 foul apiece. They'll make that. They just put up a 7th foul. I thought that was only the 6th. Either way, it's going to be 2 shots. Shooting foul. Trey Mack first is perfect. Trey Mack gets his first point of the night. 32-30, Girard by 2. 44 seconds to go in the first half. Mack, Jones, Swanson, Wheat, and Webb on the floor for the Vikes. Well short on that free throw, rebounded by Girard. Here come the Trojans. Orand has it. 38 seconds to go. Troike calls out the play, almost has his pocket picked, gets around his man, kicks it in the corner. Davenport, skip pass. Now Orand. There's a three-pointer from the corner. It's off the mark, no good. But that's got to be a foul on Troike, and the Vikings will have 1-1 at the other end.
Wow. I was going to say, if they don't call that.
Yeah, you could see the one arm hooked through the other one. It's clear as day. First foul.
Landon Weed surprisingly hasn't scored. Maybe he'll be like Julius Smith, missed the second half.
Yeah. Hope so. He's headed to the line now for a 1-and-1 opportunity. If he hits them both, we will be tied at 32 points apiece. Just 21 seconds to go in the first half. Girard leading at 32-30. Wheat looking for his first point. 6'3" sophomore. Puts it up. Too hard, no good. Here come the Trojans. Bourne, who went out with that injury, is back on the floor. And he's going to call this final play out with 10 seconds to go in the half. Directing traffic, Bourne guarded by Mack. 7 seconds, gets around Mack, kicks it in the corner. I think it was touched by the Vikes. Oh, I thought the Vikings touched it.
I swore we touched it.
Coach Westcott thought so as well. Vikings probably caught a break. Joe Page in as a 3-point shooter for the Vikes. 4.9 seconds to work with for the Vikes. That's plenty of time to get a shot off. Girard is going to pick up full court. Vikes get it in to Swanson. Swanson into the front court with 3 seconds. Tough turnaround three is short. Coach telling, hey, drive. We have reached halftime, and what a half it was. Girard leads at 32-30. We will step away for a 3-minute break, and then we'll be right back. You're listening to Viking Basketball on V93.
Hi, this is Brian at Bowen Pharmacy, and today I'd like to visit with you about how you take your medications. Did you know that when you miss 2 doses per week, that's 3.5 months out of the year that you missed your medications, and that can have detrimental effects on your health in a long time period. Here at Bowen Pharmacy, we have this great new machine called the Rapid Pack RX, and what this machine does is it takes all your medications, filters it down, and puts in this nice strip right here that you can pull out of this box. And at any time of the day that you need your medication, it's right here ready for you. Whether you take it 1 a day, 2 a day, 5 a day, or 6 times per day, we can make that happen for you. It's all interfaced with our pharmacy system, and when it runs through, it puts all those times down for you. It even prints the medications on the strip, and you can take it throughout the day without having to take your bottles with you. It helps you stay compliant, helps you stay healthy, and it's going to give you a long life to live to enjoy. Here at Bowen Pharmacy, we're always thankful that you choose us to be your local provider. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.
As the area's leading hospital, we believe your best days lies ahead of you. And as a nationally recognized hospital, we work to ensure that your tomorrows are the best they can be. At Labette Health, instead of thinking about what you need out of a hospital, we've thought about what you need out of life. And with our multiple award-winning care, we're creating a higher quality of life for our patients. At Labette Health, we center around you.
Hi, this is Brian at Bowen Pharmacy, and we are so excited to have this new compounding lab that we have created and designed to help you choose the different kind of medications that you might need. In here, we do compounding, custom medications for you. We could do bioidentical hormones, so that's testosterone, estrogen, progesterone. We could do DHEA. We could do any of those medications to help you level out those hormones to help you stay healthy and better. We could do troches. We could do capsules. We can even do rapidly dissolved tablets, all right here at Bowen Pharmacy in Parsons, Kansas. We even have great diaper rash cream that will help your baby heal and be better and safer in the long run. Once again, we're always thankful that you choose Bowen Pharmacy to be your local provider and to make you better and to help you stay healthier and live longer. Thank you and enjoy the day.
The winners of this evening's After Prom sponsored cakes are Trisha Schoenhofer, Ed Cohen, Bob Sands, Roger Bruneman, Christy Blair, Carson Oran, and Cassandra
Welcome
Harris.
back, everybody. We are at halftime here at Girard High School. Varsity boys contest with the Trojans leading the Vikings at the break 32-30. And Tony, it was just about as even as the score would indicate. Neither team could get much going. And Girard looked a little bit better the first 5 or 6 minutes of the game, but thankfully Jesse Jones threw in 4 3-pointers in the first quarter to keep Parsons in it early, and then it was just back and forth ever since.
Yeah, if it wasn't for Jesse making those 4 threes, I mean, they've out-hustled us.
They have.
They're getting the rebounds. True. I mean, the turnovers are pretty much even. I have it 6-5. I might have missed a couple either way, but turnovers have been fairly even. So, but they've been just out-hustling us. I mean, some of those offensive rebounds are ridiculous.
Yeah, there were some really long rebounds where it looked like the ball was in the air for 5 seconds coming off the back iron, and I didn't see a single Viking move to the ball.
One time it hit the ground out here almost at the three-point line.
And I know what Coach Houck expects from his team, so I assume that's going to be addressed in the locker room. We did figure out the confusion on that extra point the Vikings they put up on the scoreboard. It was a basket by Cedric Webb back in the first quarter. Initially ruled a 2-pointer, was changed to a 3-pointer. So we'll go with that in mind. We'll go ahead and run down the scoring totals from the first half. We just mentioned Cedric Webb. He had 9 first-half points. The Vikings were led by 5'9" junior Jesse Jones with 14. Then J.J. Kendrick had 4, 2 points for Joe Page, and 1 point for Trey Mack. Very balanced scoring for Girard, which is just very, very common for this program. Braun Bourne, 6-foot senior guard, in double figures with 10. 8 points apiece for Tommy McDowell and Brecken Troike. 4 points for Davenport, and 2 points for O'Rand. Tony, these teams have seen a lot of games go to overtime. We've seen a lot of games, just go down to that final possession, and this game certainly has that same feel.
Yeah. I mean, it's one of those things. It doesn't matter talent one way or another. It just seems like it always evens out when we play them, and I think it's just good coaching.
Yeah, and typically this is the season opener for both teams. It's just kind of become tradition now, and it's just a great way to start the basketball season.
And I'm afraid that if we don't match the intensity, the hustle,
right,
we could be in trouble coming down the stretch here in the second half, because it just doesn't seem like our flow on offense just doesn't seem right.
Right.
I mean,
it's got that first game of the season feel to it.
I mean, you got Landon Wheat that I feel like he's got the potential to be a good interior scorer.
Yeah.
Even off of missed shots, getting rebounds and putbacks, and he just hasn't got the position. And I'm hoping, he can light it up here in the second half and get some points. And Paxton Swanson hasn't, like you said, he had the foot injury. Hasn't looked great. I mean, he's shut out. I mean, that's unlike him.
He's not 100%, and I don't think he's up. He's not in good enough condition to go as many minutes as he normally would. Big body, Jamarion Washington, the big running back from football season. He had that high ankle sprain, and he hasn't played at all.
Yeah.
And Coach didn't know if he would get in this season opener or not. But, the Vikings are beat up and a little bit, and Coach, we mentioned this, I think, back in the pregame. Coach Hauk told his team, things aren't going to be, the lineup isn't going to be exactly how we want it. We're going to have to tweak some things.
Yeah.
But we've got about 6 or 7 games here in December, and the Vikings are just going to have to weather that storm and get through it and try to get some wins. And they're playing a good Girard team, and they're hanging right with them, down by only 2 at the break.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's going to be one of those things. It's going to be like almost the next man up. I mean, when you got guys that are fighting injuries and lingering injuries that could not. It could be something that could last 2-3 weeks down the line, and we might not get fully healthy till after the first of the year.
Yeah,
so,
that's right.
So it might be just one of them next man up. I mean you saw Trey Mack come in and get some minutes. You saw Joe Page was in there, and I know he's fighting injuries as well. So I think there are going to be a lot more bodies on the floor in these early games than what Anthony likes to play.
Right.
I mean, he's usually a 6-7 man rotation. I mean, there was one year I swear for I don't know how many games in a row we only played 6 players.
Yeah,
I think it was 2 years ago maybe.
Yeah, he's we've mentioned those names so many times over the years, like Devontae Yates, Derek Williams, Daquan Johnson. I mean, there's just so much talent that's graduated over the last few years. But and I asked him about there's some talent on the bench that's playing virtually no other than mop-up time.
Yeah.
They weren't playing, and that's just kind of his philosophy, I think. And he said honestly, the guys are in such good condition. He says, and I kind of look out there on the floor, and it's like, well, who do I take out?
Yeah, I mean, they all look like they're like not even second wind at all. They're over the past 3 years, we've had like you said, so much talent.
Yeah,
that it's just unbelievable. I mean, we had 4 seniors last year that any 4 of those could be your leading scorer on any given night, and it happened.
It did.
I mean, we saw it happen. We seen a guy be a leading scorer, and then the next game only scores 0 or 2.
Yeah.
I mean, how many times did we see that happen last year? I mean, it's just unbelievable. So it's definitely a different look this year, but I like the way it looks so far.
Yeah, I can tell you one guy the Vikings are missing, at least after watching the first 16 minutes, Julius Smith-Reese.
Oh, yeah.
Was here again, only stood at 6'1", but he was so strong down in the paint. I know it seems like his stats suffered as the season went on because he garnered so much attention from opposing defenses, but just his leadership and his rebounding ability, you can tell that's being missed by the Vikes. But Parsons didn't play a great first half. They played a good first half, but not great, and they're only down by 2. So we'll see how things go here in the second half. Girard will have the first possession of the third quarter. Vikes will send out Wheat, Swanson, Kendrick, Webb, and Jesse Jones. Girard counters with Nigaman, Troike, Orand, Bourne, and Alex Kester. Looks like the Vikings, I think they're going to start in a man-to-man. Kester with it. Tries to lob it in. Great defense by the Vikings, but here again, the loose ball run down by Girard. Boy, bad shot maybe been partially blocked. Here come the Vikings. Kendrick. Vikings with a chance to tie or take the lead. Swanson gets into the paint. Goes up over two guys. Can't get it to go. And rebounded out by Kester. Orand right in to Webb. An easy call. I don't think that official will have an easier charge call the entire season. Nice job by Webb holding his ground. I missed at least one foul on Gerard back in the first half, but right now I show 8 guys with 1 foul for Gerard, so they have no foul trouble at all.
Luke Nigaman had 2.
So Nigaman had 2. Okay, thank you. Vikes have it on the baseline. Fouled on the floor. Shot went down, but they waved it off. The Vikes will take it out underneath the basket. Orand with 2 quick fouls here in the third quarter. 32-30, Gerard by 2, 7:14 to go in the third quarter. Swanson to throw it in from the baseline, finds a cutter, but Kendrick lost it. And quickly up ahead to Bourne, goes up for the layup and got it. Bourne with 12 points, he's the leading scorer for the Trojans. They lead by 4. Jesse Jones over to Swanson. Swanson gets a screen out top, tries to go up over his man. They called a foul and they are going to give him the 2 shots. I never even heard the whistle.
It was a silent whistle. Alex Kester with a second foul.
So after calling virtually no fouls in the first half, 3 fouls quickly called in just over a minute on the Trojans here in the third quarter.
We only had 3 fouls called on us in the first half. That was surprising.
First free throw goes down for Swanson. That is his first point of the night. Swanson, a 6'1" senior. 34-31 is your score. Trojans by 3, 6:57 to go in the third quarter. Second one spins out and then ended up falling through anyway. So a bit of shooter's luck on Swanson. And there you see, Tony, he only played 1 minute and 3 seconds and he's already out. He's just not.
Something's wrong. He's going to the locker room. He's frustrated.
Yeah, that's too bad. He's not full strength. So he's replaced by Smith. That's a big loss for the Vikings. Troike out to Bourne. Vikings gone to a 3-2 zone. Troike in the paint with the left hand, can't score. Great rebound by Wheat, but then he lost his balance. This time the Vikings finally, I think a timeout called. Nice job by Jesse Jones to save the possession. He calls a timeout, hitting the floor. Well, it was a great rebound by Wheat, but sometimes when you come down a little awkwardly.
He lost his legs.
And he actually did a good job not getting called for a traveling violation. Vikings just going to use a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here at the gym. But, yeah, I'm not exactly sure. I'm assuming that maybe Swanson might be having a little bit of trouble with that foot injury.
Yeah, looks like the trainer's getting something and going back to the locker room.
Well, hopefully he can come back. But, really, first game of the year, he's one of those guys, senior leader, a starter, that you're going to have him in January and February, and
there's no sense in
just let him rest if he needs to.
There's no sense in pressing it right now.
6:35 to go in the third quarter. Gerard leading at 34-32. Vikings will have the ball coming out of this timeout. Smith, Jones, Webb, Kendrick, and Wheat on the floor for the Vikings. Bourne, Troike, Nigaman, Orand, and Kester out there for the Trojans. Vikings with a chance to tie or take the lead on this trip. Jesse Jones walks the ball into the front court. He'll be picked up by Orand. Gerard in a man-to-man over to Webb. And hands it off to Kendrick. Kendrick on a little curl, gets to the paint. Oh, he missed it.
Man, I thought he had
ball
it.
Hung on the rim, but Kendrick gets it back. Smith. Oh, Jones wanted it, and then Jones got it stripped away, but a foul.
Wow, we got lucky there, I think.
I thought it was just a turnover, but they're going to get a foul on Kester. That is his third. And here comes Tommy McDowell. Had a great first half, particularly a great first quarter for the Trojans with those 8 points. Troike and Kester head to the bench. Quickly into Jesse Jones. Three-pointer from the corner, no good. There's Wheat, goes up, he missed it. Tip try, no good. Webb has it, gets a man in the air, he got fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. Well, I'm sure Wheat is frustrated, but we saw a little bit of his athleticism on display there as he skied into the air.
He just needs to dunk that. He can dunk it. He just needs to
he's
throw that
leaper.
down. He just tried to soft toss it in. He just needed to just put it down.
McDowell picks up his second. 5 fouls on Girard in only 2 minutes of action. 0 fouls on the Vikes as the first free throw comes up short for Webb. If he makes this one, he'll be in double digits.
Cedric looked off balance when he shot that. Huh?
Yeah, he kind of fell forward. See if he can get this one to go down. It's short as well. 0 for 2 for Webb on that trip. 2-point lead for the Trojans. They have the ball. Bourne to Nigaman out top. Orand, good ball movement. Here's a 17-footer, air ball, rebounded by Smith. Gets it ahead to Jesse Jones. Jones looking to make a move into the paint. Great pass to Webb, and he is fouled again. He'll go to the line for 2 more free throws. And I think Coach Westcott is probably going to start pointing out this foul disparity. As it is now 6-0.
Wow.
Foul number 3 on McDowell, so that's 3 on McDowell and 3 on Kester. Webb's free throw. Got that one. But he was off balance again.
I'm not sure what he's doing. I don't know if that's is going to be his new style this year, because I don't think he shot like that last year.
I don't either. And you have to be careful, because if you cross that line too early, it's going to be a lane violation. 34-33, Girard by 1. 5:41 to go in the third quarter. Here's a free throw for the tie. It's no good, and rebounded by the Trojans. Nice bounce pass up ahead. Layup missed. Who's going to get the loose ball? Goes out of bounds over to the Vikes.
So lucky there.
Well, good news for the Vikes. Swanson, I expect him to come in with his foot wrapped or ankle wrapped or something, but
nothing.
So Vikings with a chance to get the lead here. They only trailed by 1. 5:28 to go in the third quarter. Big man Page has it. Out of Webb, skip pass to Swanson. Offensive foul. It must have been, I guess it was an illegal screen. I didn't see it.
Call on Wheat.
Wheat picks up his first personal. And honestly, I hope that was the right call, because sometimes you kind of get the feel that referees just make a call to kind of even things up a little bit, and I hope that wasn't the case.
Well, Landon didn't argue it too much, so.
Nigaman to Bourne. Over to Orand. Good look underneath. Nearly took steps down underneath. Davenport did. Orand cut off. Nigaman over to Davenport. Baseline jumper off the side of the backboard. No good. Rebounded by Swanson. He brings it into the front court himself. He's in trouble. Out to Jesse Jones. I thought he was going to launch a 30-footer.
I thought he was too.
They lob it to Wheat, out to Swanson, fakes a 3. Now to Page, guarded 3, partially blocked, I believe. I think Nigaman got a fingertip on that. Here comes Girard with it. They almost throw it away. Great hustle by Davenport to save it, and a timeout. Coach Westcott feels like his team is a little bit out of sorts. 34-33, Girard by 1. 4:32 to go in the third quarter. Not a lot of scoring yet here in the third quarter, Tony, but teams are going at it.
Yeah.
You know, just about as hard as you possibly can.
Yeah, they're definitely going back and forth. Just can't. Unbelievable in 3.5 minutes. And actually, I don't think they've called a foul on them in the last minute. So literally in 2.5 minutes, they called 6 fouls on them.
Yeah.
In like 2.5 minutes. That's unbelievable.
Yeah, a lot of blowing the whistle a lot here early in the third quarter after letting a lot of contact, I mean a ton of contact go in the first half. And like I said, it was even both ways. They were just let everybody play. And then the Vikings, I think, maybe doing a better job of driving to the basket here in the second half, and that's partly why there have been so many fouls called on Girard. Nigaman's going to be inbounding across the way for the Trojans. They lead by 1, 34-33, 4:32 to go in the third quarter. Gets it out top to Orand, guarded by Trey Mack, who just checked in for the Vikes. Nigaman on the left wing. Good look underneath the Bourne. Stuffed by Jesse Jones, but they're going to say Jesse got the arm. I don't know.
That looked pretty clean to me.
Sometimes when you bring your arm down that hard, they just automatically blow the whistle, but only his first. I assume Bourne is an excellent free throw shooter. This is his first trip. The southpaw puts it up, and it is short. Good, I jinxed him.
We'll take it.
Bourne leading the way for the Trojans with 12 points. Trying to give the Trojans a 2-point lead here. Second one on the way is good. 35-33 Trojans, 4:23 to go in the third quarter. Up ahead to Mack. He tries a three for the lead. Good!
Trey Mack.
Trey Mack knocks it down. 4 points, and the Vikings lead by 1. 4:10 to go in the third quarter. Oran guarded by Mack. Now gets it over to Dahlman. Nigaman swings it over to Oran. Gets around Mack. Ball poked away. Yep, steal by Swanson. Good anticipation. Up ahead to Smith. Jump shot. Good! Justin Smith knocks it down.
That's what we'd like to see.
6'1" senior gets his first basket, and this matches the Vikings' biggest lead at 38-35. 3:40 to go in the third quarter. Dahlman guarded by Smith. Out to Davenport. Bourne, good look underneath. Nearly took steps. Tough shot from the baseline, air ball, and Davenport saved it. From 14, shot goes down for Dahlman.
Wow. That's his first basket.
Aiden Damon gets it to go. At the other end, there's a steal. Gerard has it. Up ahead, layup is good. Are they going to get a foul? Should be. Oh, are they going to call that on Swanson? He was just trying to get to the ball handler. He had two guys blocking him, essentially an illegal moving screens. But they're going to count the basket. The basket's good, and a foul and you can hear the Parsons crowd, and they're going to let the official hear about it, and they should. They call the foul on Swanson. Everybody in the gym, including the other two officials, I think know that call was incorrect. Tough break for the Vikes as Gerard gets the basket, and they're going to get possession.
Yeah, that's unbelievable.
I mean, you had essentially two guys had a moving screen on Swanson as he was trying to play defense and get to the ball handler. Bourne, good look underneath. Layup, good, and a foul. This could end up being a 5-point possession for the Trojans. Nigaman gets his first basket of the night. So the Vikings just had a 3-point lead not long ago. Now they're down by 3, 41-38. Wow. What a call by that official. Free throw off the mark, but an offensive rebound. Shot put up. It's going to go. Gage Davenport with 6 points. Ends up being about a 6-point possession for the Trojans, and they lead by 5, 43-38. Swanson guarded three, spins out, no good. Nigaman with the rebound for the Trojans. The Vikings need a stop. Nigaman dribbles into the corner. Troike from the elbow, kicks it out to Bourne for a three. Good, everything going right for the Trojans. And it all started with that bad call, I hate to say it. But they have their biggest lead of the night at 46-38. And they're in a zone. And a timeout called. And I think it took a basket away from the Vikes as Coach Hout called a timeout. 2:26 to go in the third period. Gerard now leading it all of a sudden, 46-38. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Viking Basketball on V93.
When it comes to choosing the best health care for yourself and your loved ones, there are other hospitals.
And then there's our hospital.
The difference is that while other hospitals will care for you,
We will actually care about you.
Other hospitals make decisions based on what's best for their bottom line.
While we do what's best for our community.
If you're looking for a pretty hospital, they're out there.
But if you're looking for the best hospital, it's here.
And here.
When award-earning care is as close as this, there's no reason to go anywhere else.
At Labette Health, we center around you.
High school. Tony, the good news for the Vikes, there's all kinds of time left, 2:26 in the third quarter. Bad news for the Vikes, Gerard in the midst of an 11-0 run.
That's unbelievable.
Over half of it came on essentially one possession.
Yeah, I've never seen anything like that.
No, I haven't either. They counted the basket, called a foul on Swanson, who was just trying to get back and block the shot. Didn't even get close to the guy that made the basket. They said he was shoved off or something on a defender, or rather on one of the Gerard players. So they got the layup. scored on the inbound pass, and then got fouled, and then missed the free throw, offensive rebound, and put it in again for 6 points. Here we go, Webb to Wheat, back to Webb, has it poked away. Here comes Bourne with it. His layup, good. It is a 13-0 run for the Trojans. 10 points in this quarter and another turnover. Now it lands out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Vikings, but the Vikings are going to have to figure things out in a hurry. They find themselves in a 10-point hole, 48-38. 13-0 run by Girard here in the third quarter after the Vikings had grabbed that 38-35 lead. Get it into Smith, right back to Weed, almost lost it, gets it back. Out to Jesse for a long three, can't get it to go, rebounded by Bourne. He is just all over the place for the Trojans. Right now Girard in control with a 10-point lead and the basketball, minute 50 to go in quarter number one. Troike on the left wing, guarded by Kendrick. A near steal. Nigaman has it poked away, but again, every loose ball picked up by Girard. Layup no good, and that's got to be a foul on Nigaman.
Yep.
And that will be his third, and the Vikings will have 1-1 at the other end. And Tony, with this 10-point deficit, the Vikings, who are only 3 out of 6 from the free throw line here in the third quarter, they are going to have to make good at the free throw line.
Yeah.
They are already in the bonus, and we're still in the third quarter. Going to have to knock down their free throws to get back in this thing. Wheat to the line for a 1-1, 6'3" sophomore, 0 for 1 from the line tonight, looking for his first point. Got it. That breaks the 13-0 run that Girard was on over the last few minutes. Wheat's second free throw also good. Nice job by the sophomore. Here comes Joe Page into the lineup for the Vikes, replacing Smith. 48-40, Girard by 8. Davenport to throw it in to Bourne. Vikings going to go with a little bit of a zone press, 1-2-2. Bourne directing traffic, gets it over to Orand, back to Bourne. Gets it into the front court. To Davenport, back to Bourne. Orand open for three. No good, and the ball bounces over the backboard, and will go over to the Vikes.
The Vikings definitely need a basket. They haven't had a basket in a while. Desperate need.
Down by 8. Kendrick into the front court to Page. Thought about a three. Gets it to Webb. Oh, that looked pretty clean. They're going to call a foul on Girard, and the Vikes will go to the line for a 1-1.
Cedric's missed 3 of his last 4 free throws, though.
Rand picks up his third. 1-1 coming for Webb. And he is just 1 out of 4 tonight. Make it 1 out of 5 as it spins out. Tough break for Webb and the Vikes. Just over a minute to go in the third quarter. Girard leading up 48-40. Good defense by Page. Now Bourne has it, guarded by Webb with 50 seconds to go. Kicks it out to Troike. Pump fake. Kicks it out, Bourne wide open. He puts up a three, short.
Wow.
Another offensive board. Davenport knocked out of bounds. Who has it? Oh, I think the Vikings. They're going to be. This is going to get overturned. I think it's the right call, but the officials. That's the official. Coach, I think Jesse Jones had words with the official. He's lucky he didn't get teed up.
Yeah, because he was slamming the basketball too.
That's the same official who made that very bizarre call that triggered that 13-0 run by the Trojans. Troike will inbound from underneath the basket. 41 seconds to go in the third quarter. Trojans on top 48-40. Troike looking for a cutter. It's to Damon, now back to Bourne. Rand on the right wing. Back to Troike. Looks like Girard will be very content to hold for the last shot if they can. Bromborn with it, guarded by Mack. Damon now back to Orand. 17 seconds to go. Orand guarded by Kendrick. Now to Bourne. Bourne trying to direct traffic. Mack loses his dribble. Loses it. The Vikings have it. Up ahead to Page. Back to Webb with 2 seconds. He's fouled. They don't call him, but the shot goes down. Big end to the third quarter for the Vikes. Webb gets it to go down. We will go to the fourth quarter with Girard leading at 48-42. We're back in 1 minute. You're listening to Viking Basketball on V93.
Hi, this is Brian at Bowen Pharmacy, and we are so excited to have this new compounding lab that we have created and designed to help you choose the different kind of medications that you might need. In here we do compounding, custom medications for you. We could do bioidentical hormones, so that's testosterone, estrogen, progesterone. We could do DHEA. We could do any of those medications to help you level out those hormones to help you stay healthy and better. We could do troches. We could do capsules. We can even do rapidly dissolved tablets, all right here at Bowen Pharmacy in Parsons, Kansas. We even have great diaper rash cream that will help your baby heal and be better and safer in the long run. Once again, we're always thankful that you choose Bowen Pharmacy to be your local provider and to make you better and to help you stay healthier and live longer. Thank you and enjoy the day.
And we are back live at Girard. 8 minutes to go. We get ready for quarter number 4. The Trojans leading the Vikings 48-42. Vikings will have the first possession. Tony, Jesse Jones had those 4 3-pointers back in the first quarter for 12 points. Then he had 2 free throws in the second quarter, did not score in the third quarter. I think their junior point guard will have to kind of find the range again for the Vikings to come out on top tonight. Also, Paxton Swanson, who has had limited minutes, we'll see if he's able to go more in the fourth quarter. He just has a couple of free throws tonight. 48-42, the Vikes have the big steal and layup at the end of the third quarter to get within 6, and they can get a little bit closer as we get going here in the final quarter. Swanson down to Wheat. Good look to Webb, and he scores in the paint. Nice job by the Vikings. Vikings are within 4, 48-44. Troike kicks it out wide open for a 3, and it is short. Great rebound by Smith. Up ahead to Wheat. Looking ahead to Webb. Did he take steps? He did. I thought he dribbled, but I had too many bodies between me. Coach Houck thought he got the dribble down as well. Close to a 5-second count. Girard finally gets it in as the Vikes stay with a zone press. 48-44, Girard on top. Ball chipped away, and it's a steal. The Vikes have it off the press. Wheat in the corner. 3-pointer by Swanson. Short. Battle for the loose ball. This time the Vikings get it. Jesse has it. Oh, he has it poked away from behind. A steal. And he may be hurt. I think he's okay. Oh, layup at the other end is going to go down for Oran. He has 4 points. Back to a 6-point lead for Girard at 50-44. Swanson gets the man in the air. Can't score. You can tell he is not even close to 100%. Near steal. Do we have a timeout? We have another timeout called by Girard. They call a 30-second break, 30-second timeout. 50-44, 6-point lead for Girard. 6:46 to go in the game. Coach Houck talking to the official about
Troike
many problems.
Through Landon Wheat clear to the baseline.
So Vikings still very much in this ball game, but it's Girard leading by 6, and the Trojans will have the basketball coming out of this timeout. Again, season opener for both teams. We had a great girls game earlier. Girard came out on top in that one, 58-53. The Vikings have enough guys that can score the basketball, Tony. I think it's really going to come down to getting stops, which they've done a decent job of in stretches tonight, but they're going to have to do it consistently for the final 6:46 of this ball game.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a physical finish here because there's no let up on Girard's side. They're physical.
Swanson, Webb, Jones, Kendrick, and Smith on the floor for the Vikings. Girard gets the ball into Oran. As play resumes, Troike on the left wing, picked up by Smith. Boy, it looked like he carried the basketball. No call. Close to a 5-second count. I think we finally got it. 5-second count. Troike upset with his teammate for not coming to the ball. 6:33 to go in the ball game. 50-44. Trojans by 6. Jesse Jones into the front court. Lobs it in the corner to Smith. He's double teamed. Now to Jesse. Jesse splits the defense. He's in trouble. Almost tied up. Needs help. Out to Swanson. Fakes the three. Goes baseline. Nowhere to go. He's double teamed as well. Smith. He's going to launch a three. It's off the mark. Oh, he got fouled. Is he okay?
Smoked over here.
Yeah, he's going to have 3 free throws coming. McDowell, I didn't even see it. McDowell picks up his 4th foul. We're going to have 3 free throws coming for Smith, and the Vikings need all of them.
It's hard not to call when he's standing over him and he's laying on the ground. I mean, it's kind of obvious there.
Smith with 2 points. This is his first trip to the free throw line. It is short, but it crawls over the rim.
We'll take that one.
6'1" senior gets it to go. 50-45. Trojans by 5. 6:13 to go in the ball game. Second one is right through there. Nothing but net. Couple of subs in for Gerard, Bourne, and Nigaman.
These free throws are huge right here. Man.
Yeah, the Vikings need them all. Smith 2 out of 2, looking to make it 3 out of 3. Trying to get the Vikes to within 3. Senior puts it up. He got it. 3 out of 3 for Smith. So 50-47, 3-point lead for the Trojans. The Vikings continue with that zone press.
It's the closest we've been in a while, Scott.
Torkey double teamed. He's in trouble. And a foul on the sideline on either Smith or Kendrick.
I don't know about that one.
Vikings will be in the double bonus the rest of the way. Gerard's still not in the 1-and-1.
Called it on JJ.
His 3rd. He's the only guy for the Vikings in any kind of foul trouble. Torkey on the left wing, guarded by Webb. 3-point lead for the Trojans. 5:55 to go. Bourne has it. 18-footer. Got it.
He's solid.
He is leading all scorers with 22 points. 5-point lead for the Trojans. Ball knocked away from Swanson. It'll stay with the Vikes. Wheat into the lineup for the Vikings, replacing somebody. Smith heads to the bench. Also, Joe Page checking in, and he will replace
JJ.
Joe Page, Jones, Wheat, Swanson, and Webb on the floor for the Vikings. They're down by 5. 5:43 to go in the 4th quarter. Swanson in the corner to Page. He wants the 3. Got it!
Joe Page.
Joe Page with his first 3-pointer of the night gets the Vikes to within 2 at 52-50. 5.5 to go in our game. Troike on the right wing. Nigaman over to Bourne. They need to get out on him. Gets his man in the air. Gets to the paint.
And they blew that whistle.
Yeah. He scores it and fouled. God. And you're right. They blew the whistle before there was any contact.
Unbelievable.
Bourne with 24 points. The foul is on Wheat, his 2nd. And it's back to a 4-point lead at 54-50. Looking for his 25th point. In and out, no good. Nice rebound by Wheat. Vikings very much in this thing, just down by 4. Jesse Jones lost it. He thought he got fouled. Bourne against Swanson scores. No doubt who the MVP of this game is. Brom Bourne with 26 points to lead the way. Page wanted the 3, couldn't get a hold of the basketball. 6-point lead for the Trojans. Jesse wants it. In the corner to Page. He'll try a 3 from the opposite corner. It's off the mark, no good. And rebounded by Gerard. 6-point lead for the Trojans. 4:48 to go in our game. Bourne reverses direction. Good look underneath to Troike, and he scores! Gerard maybe pulling away just a bit. 58-50. A near steal. Webb gets it back. He needs help. Well, how about a foul? And they do get it. So it'll be 2 free throws coming. Webb go to the line. That is the 10th team foul on the Trojans.
Called it on Orand.
Orand with his 4th. Boy, the Vikes got to within 2. The last 6 points have gone in favor of the Trojans. 58-50 Gerard, 4:31 to go.
It's been like Brom Bourne just all of a sudden just whenever he wants to, he just takes
Yeah, he's been big in every
Takes it and
quarter.
just goes.
Except for the second quarter when he only had 2. Free throw rolls off. Webb couldn't get it to go. By my count, he is just 1 out of 6 tonight, Tony.
Yep,
I think he's a better free throw shooter than that. Just hasn't been able to get it to go. Second one is perfect. He has 15 points for the Vikes, 58-51. 7-point lead for the Trojans, 4:31 to go in our ball game. Vikes will pick up full court. Troike to throw it in. Bourne back to Troike. Right back to Bourne. Up ahead to Nigaman. He took steps, I thought. Coach Houck wanted to travel. Bourne at the top of the key. Over to Troike. Gerard, they'll just be looking for layups here for the most part. Cutters to the basket because they have the 7-point lead. There's Bourne down low. Good look. Oh, they dropped the pass. It was a great play. The Vikings have it. It's a jump ball situation, and it'll stay with the Trojans. So Gerard tried to call a timeout, but they didn't have possession anyway, but they do keep it on the alternating arrow. Swanson wants to check in. He will replace Mack. 7-point lead for the Trojans with 4:01 to go in our game. Nigaman looking. Got to be close to a 5-second. Sure enough, 5-second count. Great defense by the Vikes.
Second one this half.
Said the Vikes, obviously they have to get some points on the board, but they're going to also have to win this game on the defensive end. Jesse Jones in the front court, picked up by Kester. He's double teamed. J.J. Kendrick out to Smith, thought about a 3. Now out to Kendrick. Jesse Jones to Swanson. He tries a 3. Got that one to go. Big basket by the senior. His first field goal of the night gets the Vikings to within 4, 58-54. 3.5 minutes to go in our game. Troike, nice move. How about a charge? Oh, block!
No way.
Coach Houck just puts his hands on his head, smiles, and walks to the end of the bench. J.J. Kendrick, from where I'm sitting, was standing there and waiting. The shot was an air ball, and I thought for all the world that would be a charge. Instead, 2 free throws coming. Kendrick picks up his 4th foul. Troike with 2 free throws, not even close on the first one. He is in double figures with 10 points. He was perfect from the line until then. He's now 4 out of 5. 4-point lead for the Trojans. Troike trying to make it 5. Coach Houck telling his team, box out. Second free throw goes down. 5-point lead for Gerard, 59-54, 3:24 to go in our game. Kendrick gets a high screen. It's up a floater, can't get it to go. Troike with the rebound for the Trojans. Vikings in the double bonus. Trojans in the 1-and-1. Troike, he's going to take the open 3, no good. Loose ball goes to Nigaman. And Gerard now can run some clock. They have a 5-point lead, 3 minutes to go in the game. Bourne picked up by Jesse Jones. Floater in the lane, can't get the roll. Battle for the loose ball. The Vikings have it. Oh, and Swanson's hurt. And a foul. 2 free throws coming. How about a technical? Bourne throws the ball down in disgust. We've got an injured Viking. It's Swanson.
You give him a technical, then talk to him.
We had a collision. I think somebody fell on Swanson's ankle. I hope he's okay. You know, he had that foot injury from back in soccer season. And then I'm not exactly sure what happened, but Coach Houck very upset.
He's upset about the technical. He's telling him that he slammed the ball.
Yeah, he did. He was upset that he got a foul called on him, and he threw the ball down in disgust. And I mean, there's maybe been, can probably count on one hand the number of times that hasn't been called a technical at the high school level.
Jesse was down there bouncing it pretty hard earlier. So I mean, it's I don't know. It's
so 59-54 is your score. We have an injury timeout on the floor.
So is Kendrick at the line? Who was bringing it down? Was that Kendrick?
Yeah, I think it was Kendrick. He'll go to the line to shoot 2 when play resumes. Swanson up on his feet, and he is just going to limp to the locker room. You know, I mentioned it earlier, and I don't know exactly. I don't know if it's a new injury or if it's connected to his old injury. I mean, he was in a cast and then a walking boot. They didn't even know if he'd be able to play, you know, these first few games. But hopefully, whatever the problem is, Swanson can come back full strength. 2:48 to go in our ball game. 5-point lead for Girard. 2 free throws coming for the Vikes. And I thought it was Kendrick that was going to go to the line.
Jesse Jones.
But Jesse Jones. I wonder if Jesse's just kind of sneaking up there after the delay. I sure thought Kendrick had been fouled, but Jesse Jones for 2 free throws. Missed it. Only 2 points for Jesse since the first quarter. He's now 2 out of 3 from the line, trying to get the Vikings a little bit closer, and he got the roll on that one. 15 points for Jesse. 59-55, Girard by 4, 2:45 to go in our ball game. Zone press by the Vikes. Nigaman into the front court. Bourne calls out the play. Nigaman on the left wing, man-to-man by the Vikes. Splits, boy, I thought he took steps. 3-pointer by Bourne, no good. And an offensive rebound by O'Rand. That was the Vikings' chance right there, Tony. Boy, driving to the basket.
Why are they
foul? They're they're blowing the whistle early, aren't they?
Wow, that was unbelievable.
1 and 1 coming. They're going to say the foul was on the floor before the shot. Webb picks up his 3rd personal. The team's 8th. So 1 and 1 coming for Quinn O'Rand. He has 2 points. He has not been to the line tonight. Just a 1 and 1. 4-point lead for the Trojans. Free throw is good. Girard now 2 out of 4 from the line here in the 4th quarter. Even if he makes this, it'll still just be a 2-possession game, but time becoming a factor for the Vikes. Rattles home the second one, so he now has 4 points, or rather 6 points, and it is a 6-point lead for the Trojans. 61-55, 2:10 to go in the game. Jesse into the paint, floater, and an offensive foul, probably the right call. If that had been in college, he would have been too far under the basket, the defender. Jesse made a great move, but I think Nigaman was set as Jesse picks up his 2nd. A lot of things are going to have to go right for the Vikings the final 2 minutes. Girard with the ball and a 6-point lead. Bourne has been Mr. Everything tonight for the Trojans. Nigaman. Ball is lost. Bourne runs it down. Oh, what kind of call was that? They're going to call a foul on Jesse Jones reaching in from behind. From my vantage point, I don't think he touched him. And probably not the guy you want going to the line. I thought that was only the 9th foul, but they've got 10 up on the scoreboard, so double bonus now for Bourne. And he is short. So for as good of a game as he's had, he's only 1 out of 4 from the free throw line, but he leads all scorers with 26. Joe Page replacing Justin Smith in the Viking lineup. 6-point lead for Girard, 61-55. Minute 52 to go in our game. Gonna get the roll on that one. That's a big one. That'll make it a 3-possession game. Vikings will have to go quickly, down 62-55. Minute 47 to go in the game. Oh, a path to the basket. Layup is good by Jesse Jones. And timeout by the Vikes. That defense by Girard, Tony, was almost like they were ahead by 7 with 10 seconds left in the game. They just kind of, the waters parted and gave Jesse a wide open path to the basket, and they did not challenge him. So full timeout on the floor, but we'll keep it here. 62-57, 5-point lead for the Trojans. Minute 43 to go in the game. Both teams in the double bonus. I'm sure the Vikings now will be without Swanson for the rest of the game. I would think the Trojans are going to try to keep the ball in the hands of Bourne as much as possible. He hasn't shot great from the free throw line tonight, but he's their point guard, senior leader, And, the Vikings are still in it. But I'm not going to, if the Vikings lose, I won't blame the loss on an official, of course, but we remember the very strange, controversial call back in the third quarter, and from that triggered the 13-0 run by Girard. They scored the next 13 points after that call.
But like you said, that was a 6-point play, and they're ahead by 5.
Right.
I mean, if they just have a 2-point play there, I mean, we're looking at a 1-point game.
Yeah, the game is essentially tied right now.
Yep.
So we'll see how the final minute 43 plays out. Win or lose, both teams have played hard. I know the Vikings want to start off the year with a win, obviously, but they have given it everything they have. They go with the zone press, trying to force Girard into a mistake. Davenport gets it into the front court. Vikings playing chase now. Bourne with it. That was a foul, and they didn't call it. I think that's who the Vikings wanted to put on the line. O'Rand in the corner to Davenport. Minute 25. Vikings may have to go ahead and foul. Layup missed underneath. A point-blank layup missed. And here comes Wheat with it. Vikings down 5. They kick it out to Jesse for a huge 3. Good! And I thought he got fouled. No call. But the Vikings within 2, 62-60. Minute 4 to go in the game. Vikings stay with the zone press. O'Rand back to Bourne. Now the Vikings can play solid defense for a little while if they want. See if they can force another turnover. Bourne into the paint. Open 12-footer short. Knocked out of bounds by who?
There's got to be a foul on them. That's got to be us.
Did they call that on us?
No, they called it on them. White 15.
Good call.
Oh, they called on Bourne.
Bourne, his third. So 2 free throws coming with a chance to tie. It's probably not the guy the Vikings wanted the line just because Webb has struggled tonight.
Well, he made his last one. Maybe he's on a roll here.
2 out of 7, I believe, on the night. First one on the way. Nope.
Dang it.
Just not falling tonight for Webb. Senior very frustrated with himself. Trying to get the Vikes to within 1. It is 62-60 Girard, 46 seconds to go in our ball game. Webb takes his time, looks short, it's an air ball. He has struggled from the line tonight.
Unbelievable.
2 out of 9 by my count, and I can guarantee you he's a better free throw shooter than that. Vikings with full court press. 2-point game. Girard breaks the press. And now they're going to pull it out with 40 seconds to go. They throw it into the backcourt. It's a violation. The Vikings force a turnover. 37 seconds to go in our game. Joe Page, the outside shooter, will replace J.J. Kendrick. 37 seconds to go. They don't have the timeouts up on the scoreboard, so I'm not sure how many each team has left. Webb, Jones, Smith, Wheat, and Page on the floor for the Vikings. They're trying to set up Page in the corner, but he's guarded by Nigaman. Travel, all he did was pivot. What did he do?
He threw it away anyway, so
a turnover on the Vikes. Boy, Parsons had 2 free throws with a chance to tie, missed both of them. Then a chance to tie or take the lead, and a traveling violation on Page. So now the Vikings will pick up full court. Just 30 seconds to go in the game. Vikings need to get back on defense. Bourne, double team, triple team. Boy, a quick whistle. And with 27 seconds to go, Bourne will go to the line to shoot 2. Girard leading at 62-60. Bourne just 1 out of 3 here in the fourth quarter. 2 out of 5 for the game. Hopefully he will miss at least one of these and keep it at a 1-possession game. Page back into the lineup for the Vikes. So once again, it's Page, Jones, Wheat, Smith, and Webb on the floor for the Vikes. 2 free throws coming for Bourne. First one on the way, got it. 28 points for the 6-foot senior. 63-60. Big one coming right here, trying to make it a 2-possession game. On the way, got it. and a timeout called by Coach Westcott. So 64-60, Girard by 4, 27 seconds to go, and Tony Girard has not been perfect at the line, but they've been a little bit better than the Vikings, and right now that's the difference in the game.
Well, you look, besides Webb, we have 2 missed free throws. So we're 7 of 9, everybody else.
Right.
Actually, no, Jesse's up here, so we're actually 10 of 13. Pretty good. That's pretty good.
Yeah, the free throws.
And then you got Webb that's 2 of 9.
Yeah, and you feel so sorry for him because once you miss a couple, sometimes it just gets in your head, and I think maybe that's what happened to Webb tonight.
The very first free throw he shot,
you mentioned,
I mentioned that he was off balance, and then it was like he was off balance the next couple that he shot too, and now he's more flat-footed, but it's just
hasn't looked comfortable there.
He's not even getting to the basket.
Yeah.
I mean, almost every one of them have been short. They either hit the front rim, the last one was an air ball. I mean, I know, like you said, I know he's a better free throw shooter than that. So hopefully, he'll get a chance to redeem himself here.
So the Vikings will need to score quickly. They're down 64-60, 27.1 seconds to go in our ball game. Getting us a 5-point win for the Lady Trojans in our opener. We expected this game to be a barn burner, and we have not been disappointed. Here we go. Vikes get it into Jesse Jones. He just lets the ball roll for a little bit. Now he picks it up, blows by his man, goes all the way to the basket, and scores! And we've got a timeout on the floor. I think Jesse Jones had words for somebody. Got to be careful here. You don't want to pick up a technical at this stage of the game, but Jesse really slowed down after that 12-point first quarter, but he has 8 here in the fourth quarter, and he leads the way for the Vikings with 22 points. 21 seconds to go in our game, 64-62, Girard by 2. Can the Vikings force a turnover? That's really what they need, Tony, because you don't want to put Girard at the line and just hope that they miss, because there's a good chance, obviously, that they're going to knock them down.
Unless you can find somebody other than Bourne to foul.
You've got, Troike is 5 out of 6. Oran 2 out of 2. And then the only other guy that shot free throws for him tonight is Bourne.
Yeah.
So you might try to find somebody, if you can get somebody who hasn't been up to the line tonight.
Yeah.
Be curious to see how much time Coach Houck lets go off the clock before the Vikings do foul. Obviously, they'll be trying to get a turnover in the backcourt as they pick up with the full court press. Smith, Mack, Jones, Webb, and Wheat on the floor for the Vikings. They get it into, they go with a quick foul. I'm a little bit surprised, but Coach Houck going to try to extend this game. Troike, he's a good free throw shooter, 5 out of 6. He has 11 points, but he's going to have to make both of them to make it a 2-possession game. 64-62 Girard, 20 seconds to go. Troike is 6-foot senior. Page will check in after this first free throw. That is no good. Troike missed it. Joe Page will replace Trey Mack. The Vikings need to box out here. And try to set Joe up in the corner down here already. Troike looking to make it a 3-point lead for Girard. Got it. 3-point lead. Vikes get it into Smith with 20 seconds to go. Smith into the front court to Page. A 3 for the tie. It's going to be no good. Rebounded by the Vikes. Webb puts up a tough shot in the paint. No good. Rebounded by Girard. And a foul, I believe, in the backcourt with only 6 seconds to go. And one more free throw is going to clinch it. And we have an injured Viking on the floor, and I think it's Jesse Jones.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened. I couldn't see anything.
A lot of action I couldn't see. I did not see what happened at all, and I hope Jesse is okay. He's on his back. He's moving, and one of the coaches or a trainer I think is talking to him right now. 65-62, 6.9 seconds to go in the game. That three was pretty well defended, but Joe did get it off, and he drew iron. And then Cedric Webb had the offensive rebound. Tried to put it back in, couldn't get it to go. So the Vikings are going to have to pray for a couple of misses. And Girard looking to clinch it at the line, and it's going to be Orand, who is 2 out of 2 from the line tonight. A lot of hard-fought games between these two schools over the last several years. Unfortunately, nearly all of them have gone in favor of Girard. There was a blowout victory for the Vikings on this same court 2 years ago. Girard's going to pull everybody off the line. They don't want to pick up a cheap foul. Rand, 5'9" senior, has 6 points on the night. 2 out of 2 from the line. He just needs one of these free throws to essentially clinch it for the Trojans. Free throw on the way, no good. So the Vikes still in it. Vikes have put Beard on the floor, Tony.
Yeah, he knocked down a three in that blue-gold game.
Still one more chance to clinch it here for Orand. Puts it up, got it. So 4-point lead and a timeout by Coach Westcott. So we'll see what the Vikings have up their sleeve. 66-62, Girard by 4 with 6.9 seconds. If the Vikings have a timeout left, Tony, I would almost suggest just throwing this long and trying to get a quick 2 and then burn your timeout, because if you have to dribble it the length of the court, even if you score, you're going to run out of time.
Yeah, this is a tough situation.
Wow, Jesse Jones, who was injured, is going to check back in for the Vikings. The Lady Trojans held on in a hard-fought ball game to win by 5 over the Lady Vikings, and it certainly looks like the Girard boys are going to do the same thing. The Vikings did a nice job weathering that 13-0 run by Girard back in the third quarter. Came all the way back, got to within 2 points. Had a couple of chances to tie and just couldn't get it done. Vikings get it in, going to roll it in. Jesse has to pick it up. 5 seconds, he'll pull up for a 3. It's good, but the Vikings do not have any timeouts, and this game is over. Final score, Girard wins it 66-65. Great way to start the 2021 and 22 basketball season. Unfortunately, the Vikes come up just short. Girard hangs on and wins it by 1 point, 66-65. We'll be back with the Bowen Pharmacy postgame show in 2 minutes. You're listening to Viking basketball on B93.